What's up, guys?
Hey, everybody.
Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Matt,
I'm Shannon.
and we are with special guest Megan Hutchison tonight, amazing artist, and you guys
And
may know
Baby
her from Rock Stars. Megan has just announced that she has an amazing variant coming out for Department of Truth #1.
Yes, very
James
excited.
Tynan's new book, which is super
And Martin
cool.
Simmons.
And Martin Simmons,
Mhm.
awesome artist. You guys can get her exclusive variant this Tuesday. It goes live at 9
PM Eastern.
9
Thank
p.m.
you.
Eastern, so
Mhm.
8 p.m. Central for you guys here in Texas. Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk about some of the comics that came out this week, as well as bug Megan about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not
Woo.
prepared. We did not give her a list of questions or anything, so
No.
this is going to be a really exciting adventure for everybody.
We're going to wing it.
I'm good at that's how I live my life. Winging it.
Cam says, "What's up, gangsters?"
What up, Cam?
I guess we'll start it off right. Let's give some stuff away.
Woo! Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go with, since Megan is holding the great and wonderful child, I guess we'll start...
L'enfant.
The actual child.
The actual child.
The actual child-sized child.
You said this was like the exact
Yeah,
size of him, right?
he looks
like the replica.
He looks like
It's
it.
a 1-to-1.
1-to-1. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Sunday
the nerd
night.
term.
Yeah.
Like,
The nerd term.
The nerd term. The 1-to-1.
I thought you said
collectible.
bird term, and I was like, what mess are we getting ourselves into?
What bird?
We've got these available in shop if you love this.
Yes.
We have more and more of them.
They're the cutest thing I've ever
It's-
seen in my entire life.
He's so soft.
You are not going to win him tonight. Don't be confused.
Right.
Aw.
Right.
But you can win this Marvel Zombies poster.
Oh, man.
Totally should have given to
Here.
Matt.
Yep.
Yes, this is Marvel Zombies. This is the Inyat Lee cover
I like that.
with Galactus being all zombified. Super sick poster. I love it. And you will win this poster if you can tell us, in honor of the child, what day does The Mandalorian Season 2 release? If you've been on the internet at all this week, you should know the answer to that question.
I know the answer. Can I win it?
No.
No, okay.
Easy question. You
Right,
can
this
win a
is-
Baby Yoda.
Right.
Oh, I got one.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, what
The
day?
actual Baby Yoda.
Right. She's like, this is the real one. And you're getting you said you got the animatronic
I ordered
one?
the animatronic one. I pre-ordered it in the airport. Oh man, I'm gonna be single for a long time. My husband's gonna leave me for all these Baby Yodas that he has to put up with.
Yes, he's gonna be like, that's not it.
Did Nigel get it? Somebody got it.
So far I see one answer. Do you have another one? Mine didn't pop in with the second answer, so if you just answered
Did Nigel pop in on yours?
No, is Nigel, what did Nigel say?
Nigel said October 30th.
Yes, Nigel, it is October 30th. Also,
See, I would have gotten it right.
this is
Yes,
Nigel,
Nigel.
yes.
Hello, Nigel.
So, yeah, Nigel, this is your poster coming your way. You are getting this Galactus Marvel Zombies
Inyat Lee
poster.
poster.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Go, Nigel. Nigel, thanks for joining us. Awesome. And hey, Rodney. Rodney says, hey, guys.
Hi, Rodney.
Yeah.
I know Rodney.
I love Rodney.
What's up, Rodney?
All right. So, that's our first prize. Don't worry, there are more to come.
It came out this week.
Yes,
Marvel
Marvel Zombies came out
Resurrection.
this week. We
Yeah.
are going to talk about that at some point in this stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
That's literally what this is today, a stream
Right.
of consciousness.
Is it usually more organized and it's not organized because of me?
No.
Okay.
No, thanks for blowing that
We
on the
wing it.
internet.
You guys are way more put together than we are on our podcast. Usually we show up to our podcast and we're like, what are we doing? It's so,
Right, what
you
are we
guys
gonna
have
talk
slides.
about?
Yeah, I know.
There's slides.
See, the
Dude,
slide,
it makes you professional.
it makes us
automatically.
look professional even though we're not. So,
We're redneck this
disagree.
week. We've got 2 TVs. The one TV that's you can see is not working, so we have one that you can't.
right, I'm like not even like in order here of things that we should talk about.
Totally
So
unorganized.
I'm super unorganized today.
Some
but
comics came out this
some
week. you
comics came
guys.
out this week, and I'm gonna let you lead with talking about the fact
Cool.
that these two came out.
Awesome. Let's save that for a sec.
Yeah.
You guys, every week we talk about AWA Upshot and their amazing looks that they've been putting out nonstop since COVID started. And this week, Grendel, Kentucky came out, which is kind of Beowulf mixed with Mad Max. a little bit.
Yeah, 1970s backwoods Kentucky motorcycle gang, Beowulf.
Yeah.
You sold me.
Yeah,
That's great.
it's pretty neat.
That's great.
There's a girl who leads a biker gang, and look at this art is super cool. It's super colorful, super awesome.
What is the art?
Oh, Tommy Lee Edwards. Yeah,
Got it.
so it's awesome.
So it's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Great.
And Jeff McCombsey is writing it, and he has a nice little article in the back about how he was so excited to work with Tommy Lee Edwards. And Tommy Lee Edwards was in the bullpen and got assigned to the project, and he was a huge fan.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a dream for him to work with.
And Tommy Lee being such a big car restorer and motorcyclist himself, this was like a great project for him, he said, because he knows everything about every detail he needed to draw for this book. So
Right.
Good. You have to be passionate about drawing motorcycles because they suck to draw.
You've drawn some
I
motorcycles.
fucking hate it. Oh,
Yeah.
are we allowed to
yes,
swear?
yes,
Yes.
we do.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I should have asked
We
you.
have,
No,
we
it's
have
totally
another
fine.
kids-friendly version of the show. So
Right.
it's
Thank
fine.
God.
Absolutely.
Okay, 'cause
We're
I am
drinking wine.
Yeah, oh, that's true. I'm incapable of not swearing.
Yeah, so are we. There's
Right.
Our wedding video has me swearing in it because I couldn't even get through my toast without swearing. So.
I believe that I
Yeah.
100% believe that.
But you know,
That
we're
is
in
true.
Chicago. It makes sense.
Chicago.
Yeah.
That's my Chicago
It's a little
impression.
New York, but we'll take it.
I don't know, dude. They're just like louder,
Yep. Louder, gruffer.
rougher,
Yeah.
more beards.
I guess so.
And that's Chicago, everybody.
right.
You're
It's cold
welcome.
up there.
Yeah.
Keep your face warm.
You gotta keep your face warm.
They are selling weed in this.
Yes, that's
another
the big
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
They are a
They're-
weed.
They're drug dealers,
Yes.
and
It's very, it's almost like if you mixed the show Weeds with Mad Max and
Yeah.
Beowulf, this is what you would get.
yeah,
Because
in backwoods Kentucky.
yes. Yeah. It's
Mhm.
in the 70s.
In the
It
70s.
just keeps going,
This
guys.
is issue 1. You know, if you guys are interested by this concept, it's a great time to jump in on this. And as we know, everything by AWA Upshot is awesome. That's why they're artists, writers, and artisans.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's cool. That came out this week.
To break in, Nigel said killer cover for Department of Truth, Megan. So
Thank you.
Yeah, we're very
We're gonna
excited
talk.
about it.
Are we talking about that?
we're gonna talk about some more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can talk about it. Do you want to talk about it?
Not right now.
Not
We're
right
talking about these right now.
Okay, that's fine. That's
I don't want
fine.
to just. I don't want to derail you.
I'm not
more than
gonna
I
get
already-
one. That's the big thing. I'm not going to get one. There's like only 500 available. And then
I'll hook you up.
everybody- Can you?
I don't know. I don't
You're
know if I'm
not
getting
gonna
one.
get one. You're not going to get one.
I don't think I'm
Can
getting
we get
one.
an artist proof?
Right.
Do they do that with?
No.
Why
never.
don't they have artist proof for comics?
Mm-mm.
That's
Right.
totally
You get
different.
that for posters and things.
I get them for like issues that I do like interiors for, but never for covers. I don't even know when my covers come out until like I'm at a show and someone has me sign it, and I was like, oh, this came out. Thank you for telling me.
I'm
Because they
glad.
have like so many, you know, especially when you get into all these variants, especially for like issue number 1s, you know, because they're ordering all these variants, and so it's just like they can't keep track of who does what. So no, I never get them.
Oh, that's a shame. So if you can get more than one, order one and send it to Megan.
There you go.
When you
I'll
pre-order
send it
yours
to
on
you
Tuesday.
guys.
Yeah, send it to Megan.
I don't
one
need it.
on Tuesday.
We have so many comics in our house. I don't even know what half of them are anymore.
Right.
Right.
And
Yes.
Donnie didn't know that the Absolute Carnage pop came
No.
out or whatever. And then
That's the man.
tweeted.
Don't even get me started on the pops. It's usually angry emails to Marvel, like, "Where's my pop of my character?" And then they're like, "Oh, sorry," and then they send us a box of pops, and it's just like, what am I gonna do with 12 pops of the
Right.
same character?
Put them all on your Christmas tree or something.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's just, yeah.
I need
I
to
give them
work
to you
on,
guys.
work on Baby Yoda. You're like, I need to do
I
some
know,
Baby Yoda
that-
work, so they'll
so
send me Baby Yoda toys.
That was part of it, because, you know, I get a lot of complaints, and now I'm gonna just derail the hell out of this. So, you know, I get a lot of complaints because I love Baby Yoda so much, and, you know, whenever he complains to me, he's like, why do you have so many Baby Yodas? I'm like, why do you have so many Venoms? And he's like, well, one of us writes Venom, and I was like, all right, let's go. I'm gonna write Baby Yoda, and then I can have as many Baby Yodas as I want. So
They are doing all of these Star
Liz-
Wars titles right now.
Right.
They got
Yes.
Bounty Hunters and
Darth Vader
Darth
has a
Vader,
title.
Yes.
and then the regular Charles Soule Star
Mhm.
Wars, which is huge. You guys are
Mhm.
loving that.
And Kylo Ren has a title.
Kylo
Ren.
Right, if Kylo Ren has a title, Baby Yoda should have one.
that's what I'm saying. And so,
At least the Mandalorian.
Right.
you know, my husband works for Disney, so Disney, I'm hireable. Please let me write Baby Yoda.
It'll
do
be
like
amazing.
adventures Baby Yoda.
Right, it could be, or even IDW could get it on the young imprint that they do for all, because they had the Forces of Destiny, like the girls comic,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they had all those. And
I want it to be really dark and fucked up though.
well, that makes more sense.
Man-
It's just like
Mandalorian.
crushing people's skulls, looking like this. He's like, wait,
Just
there's a little
like
force hand.
Here's the
a
thing.
full page splash of him just like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You listen to Disney? I'm right here. I'm right here. You know where to find me. So,
True. The
there we
mouse
go.
always knows where
Yep.
to find people.
The mouse always knows.
The mouse
Yes.
knows.
Juan said you should do Baby Yoda's Day Out.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
So-
I just think, yes,
Yes.
Those
Yes.
stay out ones are fun.
Yeah.
that would be fun. I know.
Yes.
I know. I'm thinking about it.
Just
Right,
thinking
pitch,
about
just
it.
pitch
start
the
drawing.
story.
I know you've done some drawings.
I
of
have.
Baby Yoda,
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Some.
In your free time.
In my free time. I think I've only done one, actually. I just collect them.
Yeah.
I just collect them and love them, and
Yeah.
I'm really creepy about it. So, anyway, what's our next comic, guys?
Yeah, why don't you go?
Well,
We should lean into our movie
yeah.
with this.
Well, just to note, Juan said on the AWA thing that Year Zero is amazing. If people haven't checked it out, you guys should definitely check out Year Zero.
Yes.
During our our book club this week, one of our book club regulars, BJ, said Year Zero is what he always wanted The Walking Dead to turn into. So if you were a Walking Dead fan, you should pick up Year Zero, and that would be amazing. So yeah, and I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go next. Another new title, number 3 of Disaster Inc. came out this week, and this is actually Joe Harris.
Yeah.
So Joe Harris, who wrote Rockstars, who Megan worked on the art,
Woo!
did all the art for.
My buddy Joe.
Yes.
He's a great writer.
Yes.
He is, and this book is definitely another one of those, like, we were talking about this earlier, how Joe has all this knowledge of all the things that he's super into and kind of goes down rabbit holes. This is a rabbit hole that I 100% believe that Joe has fallen down.
I guarantee you he has. Yes.
It is the story of, and we're only on issue 3, so it's a good time to jump in, and we have 1 and 2, but it's the story of, there was a tsunami that caused an earthquake in Japan, or an earthquake that caused a tsunami in Japan, whichever way that goes. But it caused one of the nuclear power plants to have all 3 reactors break. And so we had a Chernobyl type thing in Japan, and this whole area is destroyed. And as we know from Godzilla movies and things like that, people obviously always want to go into those areas after. Well, the group that is called Disaster Inc., what they do is they take people into these areas that nobody's supposed to go to on these high, you're a rich person with too much money, we'll take you on a tour of this place you shouldn't go into, and that is one of their main places, is to take people into this radiated area. But it's Japan.
Seems smart.
And that
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, it seems totally fine, and it as many bad, horrible things as you can imagine come with that. But since it's Japan, and this area was protected by one of the last samurai groups of the world, and now it's highly radiated, so not only do we have radiation problems and shady tour guides stealing people's money kind of problems, but we also have radiated ghost samurai problems going down
Of
in
course.
this. And it is classic, Joe, where you're like, oh, this is where this is going, and then Joe's like, what if I gave you this ghost of a samurai who can kill everybody? And
I love it.
it's wonderful.
That's brilliant.
It's
That's
such
so
a
creative. I love that.
Yeah, and beautiful coloring on the art. The coloring is great.
Yeah, I think you showed me the first issue. It looks awesome. I know. I need to read it. I'm a bad friend.
You have so many friends that you would have to read.
I
So
know.
many
I
books.
know.
What?
I
Read
know.
all day long.
Right, that's
know.
all you could do. But
Joe knows this though. I was just talking. We were just catching up, and I was like, I haven't read your book yet.
He's like, I get it.
He's like, he didn't. He was like, okay.
I haven't read it either.
I know. I know.
It's great.
I felt bad.
Juan said it sounds insane, so he's totally in. It is insane. And every time you think you're at to figuring it out, then there's another twist in the story.
I love that. That's
And
great.
Yeah, and samurai. Crazy samurai ghost thing. It sounds so wonderful. Jeff said so that's just what really happens in Japan every day. And
Samurai ghosts.
Samurai ghosts
Samurai
killing
ghosts.
people. It's quite possible. I don't know. I've never been to Japan. So
Me neither.
woo, family trip
Let's
to
go
Japan.
family trip to Japan when we can leave the
When
country.
waiting
I
for
love
this.
sushi.
I do. Okay.
So much.
Oh God, are we gonna go on the sushi tangent?
Yeah.
Sushi is my favorite food.
Yes.
Donnie, my husband, says that sushi is not real food, and so we don't ever go to sushi
Because it's not filling, though,
it's
right?
not filling. Because he's like, I don't want
He
to have
enjoys it.
dinner after I have dinner.
Right.
I'm like,
You have to get
sushi's the
McDonald's
most
on the
perfect
way
food. Yeah, so
home.
he was exactly.
Right.
To get McDonald's on the way home, and I'm like, it's fine. You can do that. Just let me have sushi, because sushi is my hands down my favorite food.
We'll have to go out to dinner, and then Donnie and I will hit the drive-thru.
Yeah, you guys can go
afterwards.
have McDonald's.
Right.
Sushi is also Matt's favorite food.
Yeah.
If he can only eat
Love
one
it.
thing for the rest of his life, it's sushi.
But you have
So
to eat it in
Parts
bulk. I completely agree. Like, you get the
Yeah.
boat, and, like, the boat is enough for me, you know?
You are hardcore.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had 2 pieces and I'm good now.
I know. I'm usually like a roll. I'm like a roll
Yeah,
girl. Like, and then I'm good. But then I'm also hungry like an hour later. So.
See,
that's me.
see, if you eat, like, 6 rolls, and then that
And then you-
rice expands, like, 3 hours later. And you're
Oh,
like,
my God.
Oh, and all the Sapporo I drank with it, I feel terrible.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to eat sushi.
Juan says
Mm.
you can get brisket on sushi for Donnie. That's a thing.
Where
It makes no sense. Give her a where because that is definitely a
Juan,
Donnie selling point.
hook me up. Message me on Twitter and tell me where this place is.
Right.
Drop it in the comments so I
Right.
know.
Oh yeah, he wants to know. All right, fine.
Right. Yeah.
Come on.
Let us know. Can you fill that up while you
Yes,
pull?
absolutely.
And I'll go to this next one before you go to that one. Since we're-
Cool.
Brisket on sushi. That's like in when you go to Hawaii and they put spam on sushi.
See, I'm looking forward to all of these things someday.
And we're big poke people, too, because that's
right. You
just
do
sushi
poke on
salad.
your birthday.
Mhm. Love it.
Sushi salad.
Right.
It really is. I've already talked about this before, so I'm just gonna jump in there really fast with this one. But Black Widow by Kelly Thompson finally came out this week after being delayed since there was no movie. If you guys haven't read it, this is like classic comic adventure. Black Widow like kicking butt, and it's gonna be a great story. It's Kelly Thompson. She's doing all kinds of fun things at Marvel right now, so you don't really need me to tell you. But if you're not reading it, if you've been waiting for the Black Widow book, it's out now. I wanted you to know that. If you didn't read it yet, you don't know anything about it, seriously, classic Marvel comic fun with Black Widow.
And if you don't know Kelly Thompson, read Deadpool.
Right, her
Because
Deadpool right now is great.
Deadpool right now is amazing, too.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Right.
What do you got?
You wanted to go there?
You want to do this?
These are all like, I mean, I could go on for
this
7
week.
years.
That's like what came out this
This
week.
is all that came out this week.
These are our picks.
Right.
Obviously, with Megan here, we're going to be talking to her about some stuff, Department of Truth, obviously, and some movies and things. But we are going to do a movie review tonight
Yes.
of Alien. And they own still, right? No. Who got it? Disney got the rights to the Alien thing?
Right, because it's 20th Century Fox.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But Dark Horse has been putting out their comics for forever. And we haven't heard from Dark Horse with the whole coronavirus thing. And we've kind of been waiting for them to come back. And a big book that they had coming out was called Spy Island. And we finally got it this week.
It's pronounced Spyland.
Spyland is a fantastic book. It is about a
That's right.
female spy who's in the Bermuda Triangle. I love this ad on the back for the Bermuda Triangle to visit. It's tinged with humor.
Yes, very much.
Yeah, a lot of humor, but as one would expect from a spy story in the Bermuda Triangle.
Right, it's
Yeah.
kind of like almost. It's not as ridiculously humored as in Austin Powers, but it kind of almost is.
Kind of almost is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have my glasses on for all the
Let me
things that
see
your
that.
yes, absolutely.
I didn't see this. Oh,
For
that's
all the things that your
great.
vacation can include, like snorkeling and
Mermaids.
and ghost pirates.
Ancient alien burial grounds.
And right, ancient alien burial grounds. And breakfast, right? Like breakfast buffets.
Breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
Beachcombing for bones.
Yeah.
That's like every time I go on holiday.
It is an absolute fun, weird story, and it's the same team that did Maneaters. So Chelsea Kane and her crew, and they did a really great job with. If you read Maneaters, what they were big on was mixed media. They had entire issues that were like magazines and ads and things like that. They had all kinds of stuff. This does photo mixed media.
Yeah, I want to show the fish if I can get in here. Sorry, Megan. There are like real fish cut in with the regular stuff.
Right.
Big table. But yeah, Spy Island. Read Spy Island. It's
Spyland.
hilarious.
Right. Read Spyland.
Read Spy Island.
You're gonna hate me for that.
This is
They're going to
issue
call
one.
it that for
Right.
forever now.
Now you'll never be able to look at that and not be like, oh, I really like
We
Spyland.
got Spy Island in.
Yeah.
We'll have to see it here.
Every month we're gonna be like Spylands are back.
Right.
We also have second printings of issue 1 already because they all came out at the same time because this is Dark Horse's first release since
And
COVID.
everything was delayed.
Yeah. This actually has stuff about like April or something like that in the
It says
letter.
next issue coming in May.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you guys are wondering, it's not May that the next issue comes out. It will definitely be, hopefully, before May.
Right. Hopefully October. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
I love this cover too, with the skull under.
Right, the island is
Right.
the skull.
Right. You can't really.
And it opens with like murder and.
I didn't know today
Right.
was September.
We're in September, Megan.
I didn't know that today. I was driving over here and I was like, oh, it's September.
It's September.
When did that happen?
It's COVID time, so it's all like the same day.
Shit, we need to pay our bills.
It's been 5 months. Is this the first book that Dark Horse has released since?
I think their first
Non-trade.
title,
Yeah, non-trade that they've released since. And they still only have, for the most part, like on their FOCs, they only have trades listed and then like one title every week. So they're still not really putting anything out. So we'll see if they come back. I hope they come back because I'm still waiting on the next issue of Frankenstein Undone, because that picks up right where Frankenstein like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein ends with the the creature going off into the north, like the Arctic. Picks up with him in the Arctic, and now they're
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
I love that book.
And now the conversation is, instead of like, is the man the monster the man, it kind of continues to go on like what actually defines monster and can you be both. Like it kind of has that in-depth conversation. So it's really great. Nigel says he'd like a copy of Spylin.
Yes.
And Joanne says, hello, beautiful friends. Does Baby Yoda speak?
Hi, Joanne. Joanne is our Joanne's our other witch sister.
Yes.
And I don't know I don't know what you share on the internet.
That's fine.
The three of us, so you, me, and Joanne, are in an all-girl ghost hunting group, and we're called Hades Ladies.
Yes.
So hi, Joanne.
Hi, Joanne. And no, Baby
Yoda
Yoda
waves.
only speaks when Megan speaks for him.
He doesn't need to speak. He's got force powers.
The other one speaks.
The other one does.
Wait, but Baby Yoda doesn't really talk.
Right. He just
like
gurgles.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It does
he
it.
does speak? I think he just makes noises.
It does it. Are you ready?
Okay. I don't like that. Okay, so this is a thing where you have this in your house, and then you get woken up by at 3 o'clock in the morning to babies crying.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Right.
Oh, that one's the worst one.
I worked at Toys R Us for 4.5 years, and let me tell you, all day and all night, toys just go off.
Right.
And in the middle of the night, you'd be stocking shelves on one side of the building, and everybody's on that side of the building, and then you hear all the baby dolls, all of them start laughing at the same time. And it's like...
They're notoriously haunted. Toys R Us's are always haunted.
The one that was here, it's true, and the one on
Always.
South Lamar, here in Austin, was actually built on an old farmland. And when they did the aerial scope of like the plot of land to show everybody like where their plot was for all the buildings, the Toys R Us was actually above where the people were buried. So the lady was actually there, and it was always a thing. Like
that sounds like a super smart decision.
It was a terrible decision, and we saw that lady was there all the time, and the power would go out periodically, just because there's a ghost in the building. Let's just be honest. But the power would go out, and one time I was in the back when the break room was still in the back, and I was by myself, and the power went out, and I was like, "This is the worst decision of my life. I never needed to eat lunch. This is how I die." Surrounded by hanging bicycles that'll probably fall on me.
But full, not hungry.
I didn't have any money. I didn't have any money. I wasn't actually eating lunch. I was just sitting in the break room.
Right, you worked for Toys R Us. Of
Right.
course you'd have
I didn't have
money.
any
They went
money.
out of fucking business.
Right. Juan, you worked there? When did you work there? Tell me, because I worked there off and on.
And also, Juan, was your Toys R Us haunted?
It was the same one. He was at that one. Juan, maybe we worked there at the same time, or you worked for my ex. So send me a message, because we should talk.
We're going to dish.
Yeah.
That's so funny. What a small... It's too small. This world is too small.
Austin is definitely small.
I know.
Tight-knit community.
Yes, especially for us nerds. All right. You got something. What do you got? Giveaway?
What I got? Oh, yeah.
Woo!
God, you got sound effects and everything? Damn.
Yes.
Pro.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Pro.
Seriously. I'm impressed.
What are we doing, Shan?
Let's give away. Where are my giveaways? Oh, they're right here. Let's
Right.
give away this one.
Yay!
Yay!
We're giving away Aliens Hive, number 1 of 4, from Dark Horse.
Yes. And my question to win this is, in the movie Alien, how many minutes total is the xenomorph actually shown?
Ooh.
I don't know if it's right, guys. I googled this, so Google it and see if you get the same answer as me, because that's how you win this prize.
Right. Or watch the movie really, really fast with your
Right.
time machine, clock the thing, and then come back.
Let me look at this answer. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it.
I
It
believe
sounds
it.
accurate.
Yeah.
So the question is, how many minutes total is the xenomorph
that.
on screen in Alien? And while we're waiting, David Acevedo said to tell you he loved the last podcast you guys put out, Meg.
Was it okay? Okay, so I will never listen to any of our podcasts or read any of the comments because I am terrified. And so thank you for listening. And I'm glad that people are actually listening. I need to stop drinking so much wine on this podcast because I just get too drunk by the end. And, I know as you pour more wine. But no, thank you. We actually have a lot of fun doing it. So I hope that that's like translating a little bit.
Sounds fun.
It's really fun. It's just Donnie and I talking about comic books. And we're both narrative storytellers. So it's just like us nerding out about like the craft and what other people are doing with it. And
I was like, the craft. We should have talked about that movie.
God damn it. But yeah, no, I mean, and also our producers, Ethan and Griffin, are like making us read books that either we would never have read or that we've wanted to read and just haven't gotten around to. So it's been a great experience. So thank you for listening, and I hope it's entertaining. If you do have notes, you can message at Don Cates on Twitter. His DMs are open. And tell him how many critiques you have. That'd be great. Thank you.
Or you can like the Facebook page for Devil's Advocates, and you can send the messages there,
and you'll pass on the nice
I'll
ones to
pass
me.
on the nice ones to
Thank
Megan.
you. I have a very fragile ego. I can't handle it.
We do have a winner. Sam is correct. It's 4 minutes. 4 minutes total for the xenomorph being on screen.
Yeah.
And to the point of the...
Does that count like the claw?
I don't
There's a claw.
think so. I think it might only count the actual xenomorph.
Just the
the
head.
Yeah.
Yes.
The artist isn't one of the answers, right?
No,
Okay,
that's
cool.
not,
So we
because
can
everybody
talk about
seems
Geiger
to know that.
And, okay.
Oh.
Right. Everybody knows that. So
Yeah.
you need Geiger's actual...
I think so. I think it's actually like the whole, because it says the xenomorph.
So who won, Sam?
Sam Larson won.
Awesome. Sam.
To
We'll put it in your box.
To the point of the your podcast, Nigel said he is going to be in Alaska next week, and he's actually going to meet up with Ethan, your producer.
No way!
So.
Oh, Ethan's such a sweetheart. And I'm jealous you're going to Alaska. I'm jealous that you are traveling. I know that you travel for work, and your job is very stressful, and so thank you for what you do. But I've always wanted to go to Alaska. I'm actually kind of jealous.
He actually just decided this on a whim, like a day ago, that he's going to 2 days ago.
He's like, well, I'm going.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He did that with our wedding, too. So.
Right. Yes.
I
Thank you.
I know. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, give Ethan our love. He's a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Great.
Right.
Look at this.
Bring Ethan to book club with you when you do join from Alaska.
Right.
That week. Right. That'd be great. I'd love to have Ethan join.
He's like, I'm not coming.
Right. He's like, I'm in Alaska. Yeah. I don't care about book club. Join book club in Alaska, Nigel.
No, you better be out there like fishing and riding bears, whatever.
And whales.
And whales.
Right.
Sushi. It's on the fucking water.
I had whale sushi.
It's a thing.
Do you feel weird?
All right. I know. Here we go. One of Megan's stories. See, okay, here's the thing. I never get to tell my stories on the podcast because Donnie talks too much.
Juan already brought that up.
Yeah. Well, and people kind of tune in to listen to him talk. I lived in Norway for 2 years. I was shooting a movie there, and it is still up in northern Norway, in Lapland. It is still legal to whale because the Laps are like the native people.
That's where the Laplander comes from, right? The hat.
I think so.
It's the one with the flaps on
Yes.
the ears
Is
and
that
the
what
little.
that is
Those
called?
are called Laplanders.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that.
From Lapland.
From Lapland. Well, that makes sense. So they're still allowed to whale because it's part of their culture. And so when I was living in Norway, the family that I was doing the movie with, they got some whale meat because they knew someone. And so I had whale sushi.
They knew a guy.
They knew a guy.
They knew a guy.
Right.
And that guy knew a guy, and he
It's
knew
like
a
pop
whale.
culture in
He-
America.
He knew a whale, and then he murdered that whale, and then we ate it. It's kind of like gamey tuna. It's not worth it, and
Oh.
especially how beautiful whales are. You know,
Right.
you just like, I had to try it, and I,
The whale was already gone at the time when you tried
yeah,
it. So.
but then
Right, I like to go to
it just feels so bad.
Yeah.
Those poor, they're
And
so
if it's
beautiful.
gamey
They're such-
tuna, I mean,
Yeah.
tuna are fucking everywhere.
I know, and that's the thing. Is like, but I understand it's part of the culture, but I don't think that people need to kill whales. Anyway,
They're
I ate a
beautiful
whale.
creatures. Yeah.
Do they have one of those
Legally.
cultures where you have to eat, if you're offered something, you have to eat it, otherwise it's rude?
In Norway?
Yeah.
No,
Cool.
they just
That's
don't
good to
like
know.
people that aren't Norwegian. So I was already on their shit list.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, fuck it. Gonna eat.
Hutchison sounds Norwegian.
It actually, actually, if you say it with Norwegian accent,
Yeah.
Hutchison. I can't do it. Hutchison.
Good try.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to think of my Norwegian now. Faktisk pose. That means actually hot dog. Faktisk pose. Yep.
Wow.
Norway. It's like the only, that's the only thing I remember from living there for 2 years. All right, there you go.
Yep. That's an
This
easy
is
one
why
to remember.
this is why you guys have me on your show.
So we all learn.
Right.
I know.
More
The more you
stories.
know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I never get to tell these stories on my podcast, so thank you.
Right.
Hey, we're here all night.
Right.
Yes.
Guys, we're here with artist Megan Hutchison, and she's going to tell us all kinds of cool stories for the rest of the night.
That have nothing to do with comics.
Yeah, that's right.
But she draws comics,
Right.
including the Department of Truth variant cover that you can order from 616 Comics on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I believe you can also order it through Simple Man's Comics
Yes.
website. So you should totally do that. And I'm totally going to plug Brian because I think he is a precious little cinnamon roll of a human. If you
love
guys
that.
don't watch, you always please watch our show, of course, obviously. But
Yes,
if you
thank
need
you.
more comic, ramblings in your life, Brian from Simple Man's Comics does such a great job of telling you about every comic that he loves and always encourages people to buy what they like, but also tells you about things that are coming out that you might want to speculate on or just pick up because they're going to be really cool. So if you need another comic voice in your life, I'm totally giving a shout out to Brian at Simple Man's Comics because I love him so much. So
We love
he's
him.
great.
His credo is buy what you like, then you'll always like what you collect.
Yes.
Rather
Oh, I
than
love
trying to speculate on, whatever. He said, just buy what you enjoy. And then if something doesn't get popular, at least you like it.
Yeah.
At least you have it.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
That's really
It's like,
nice.
we embrace that here.
Yeah. BJ, one of our subscribers, said your variant cover for Department of Truth looks amazing.
Yo.
In case no one has said that yet, Sai said
you.
every culture thinks it's rude to refuse food from your host family, so it's
Oh,
perfect.
okay. I mean, that makes sense.
But you
And
can't eat everything at Thanksgiving dinner with your in-laws, right? It's like, yams with marshmallows on top. I'm not going to try those.
I've
Thank
never
you for
tried
making
that.
them.
I tried sweet potato casserole or whatever my mom made for the first time in my life last year on Thanksgiving because
Yeah.
I like food now, thanks to Matt. And
That's right.
other than chicken nuggets and chalky milk. In honor of Baby Yoda. That is literally true what my diet was before. I was on a
what my
Baby
diet
Yoda
is now.
diet before
Yeah.
this.
You and Donnie. Baby
yes.
Yoda diets.
We were I was on a
Chicken
very
nuggets,
similar
chocolate milk,
diet
chalky milk.
to that. Except I don't eat barbecue really that much.
Really?
So that's my difference
That's
from
like
Donnie's
his
diet.
life source.
I know. But yeah, I enjoyed the sweet potato casserole or whatever it was for the first time, like the yams.
It didn't
or
have
whatever.
marshmallows.
It didn't have marshmallows,
That's
which is
why I ate
probably
it.
why I liked it because I don't like marshmallows in
Right.
general.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to remember that.
Yeah, I'm not a big marshmallow. I mean, I like Rice Krispie treats, which
Rice Krispie treats are
Mhm.
shit.
I like Fruity Pebble treats,
Ooh, I like that.
but
Yeah, those
Or
are good.
Cocoa Pebble treats.
Ooh, super good.
No, chocolate Rice Krispie treats. Those are the superior ones.
Louis asked if we were getting any signed copies for it at for here at the store. The Megan's variant for Department of Truth is a store variant for 616 Comics. So we will not have any signed copies of that, but don't worry, like maybe someday.
There are other variants.
Yes.
What, you're doing another variant.
Can we talk about it?
Can we talk about
Yes, which one?
The...
Sandman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about it
Right.
now, whether or
There's
not
a
you
couple.
can.
There's some secret ones. That's fine.
Well,
We
yeah,
won't
there's
talk
the
about
other one
secret
then.
ones. Right. We
Yeah,
won't talk
but
about
we
that.
talked. I think Brian gave me permission to talk about the Sandman one.
Okay.
Well, if not,
So I
it's
talked
too
about
late.
it on a panel.
all of these 17 people that are watching right now. No.
I know.
Right. And it's a crossover.
It's a crossover. It's Sandman, Lock and Key.
Yes.
Crossover.
Which Louie just asked if there was anything new coming out that we should know about. Actually, if you are a fan of Sandman or of Lock and Key, there is a series coming out in, you can order it, I believe, in this upcoming previous catalog. There's going to be the Sandman Lock and Key crossover. I'm really excited just in general because I think those titles together are going to be such a cool, amazing thing. But we also have a variant coming from Megan of that as well.
I'm doing so. We're doing a black and white variant, and then the color variant. And the black and white one's going to be like, I think they're only doing like 500 copies or something like that.
Probably a 1 in 100. Or
So
something
I don't know.
I'm
I'm sure it's in an email, but who knows? So yeah. So then that's coming out in November. I read the first issue, and it's awesome.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's World War I, which is my favorite war.
It's a good war.
Historically speaking, like
It's a good war.
Good war. Mustard gas.
That's when wars were good.
Right. Solid war.
So yeah.
and
My
Lock
day.
and Key has been doing the Lock and Key battalions right now, which is kind of leading into that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's great. Really, really excited about it, and so I think that's going to be a really good ongoing series.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about.
Who is writing it? Do you know? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Jesus, I should know this. I don't know. I didn't know today was Sunday. I have no idea.
That's fair. All right, we'll look it up. We'll let you know.
I could find the PDF somewhere.
I mean, it's in the previews catalog.
That said, we only ordered the Hutchison variant, pretty much. So
Oh,
there's going to be a lot.
Right,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Cool.
Well, we haven't ordered it yet because it's not up for order yet, but we will.
We typed like 10 in the IO and then accidentally slipped another 0 on there, and we were like, crap, we IO'd 100. That's fine.
Don't
And
do
they're out
that.
there. Don't do that.
Well, then they'll just print a lot and it'll be
right,
awesome.
an overprinted thing.
Throwing this out there because of the family sitting at this table right now. What up, Greg? Greg just joined the live
what's up,
stream.
Greg?
Greg?
Greg.
Greg, I miss you. I
know.
God, I haven't seen. Oh,
We miss our posse family so much.
I just thought of Greg this week. I was going through a donation box, and the Redneck 3 with Greg on the cover and the We're Here, We're Queer cover.
mm-hmm.
And I took a photo for him. I'm like, dude, it's weird going through a box and seeing your face
It looks
come out.
just like
it looks exactly like
Okay,
it.
you know what's really weird? So I think I don't know which cover it is where they're all sitting around the table.
It's the variant of
second printing
print
of issue 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we have the original art of that and then all the, they're all based on real characters, including Greg. And so all the posse crew took a picture of them posing like that, and it hangs in our bathroom. So every time I go in there to pee, I'm like, sorry, Greg.
I feel like I should apologize to Evil. I feel like that John would be the one I would apologize to for
I know.
to go to the bathroom.
I know.
I'm so sorry, John.
I'm like, avert your eyes.
Right.
Greg, I'd be like, Greg can handle it. He can handle it like anything. But I'd be like, I'm so sorry, John.
Right.
Like, I don't want JV to see me peeing.
JV be like, that's a good piss,
Yeah.
Megan.
Yeah, I know.
Good
Healthy.
stream. Yeah, healthy.
Healthy.
We're all human.
So,
Oh, man.
sorry, Greg.
Yeah.
Greg says he misses us too.
Oh,
Right.
Soon, buddy. Soon.
I know.
Right.
We'll see you soon.
Well, yeah, we'll do a thing.
Yeah.
You got to come up
So
there. Anyway.
We
Greg
got your sound system.
played at our wedding party that
Yes.
we had here.
Yes, it was great.
Stabba.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys live in Austin, once we can start going out again, but once Stabba starts doing shows, if you live in Austin, you need to see Stabba.
Punk rock cover band of ABBA.
It's
And
amazing.
they wear the outfits and everything. Greg said, please put tape over his face.
Oh no! Now I'm gonna make you watch me pee. Watch me pee, Greg.
Right, like the nipple tape, just to make it real weird.
No, okay, so it's actually behind the toilet. So Greg's actually watching Donnie pee.
There you go.
You
Just gotta
know.
look
There
at
you
your
go.
beautiful face every
Yep.
time.
Greg said girls don't poop, right?
No, girls don't poop. Actually, we've talked about
We
this.
also don't sweat.
I'm sweating right
I
now.
know, me too.
I'm so
We're ruining
sweaty.
the illusion.
Right, sorry.
Sorry, I'm glowing right now.
Right, we're
like
glistening.
real hard.
No central air
Right.
I just sweat when I have to talk in front of people.
You do such a great job.
Yeah.
I love watching interviews with you. You're so good at it.
Oh, thank you. That's just me being embarrassed and making stupid jokes. But thank you.
It works really well.
The illusion is still going.
You're doing fine.
And wine.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Wine. Yeah.
Wine.
I'm gonna run through these really fast because we've got a great movie review coming for you guys of a movie that for once will not be in huge contention probably when we get there.
Right.
But things that came out this week: Al Ewing's new title for Boom, We Only Find Them When They're Dead. You guys all asked me for this, so I don't really need to tell you all about it, but if you don't know, this is in space. There are gods. They find the gods when they are dead, and they harvest the pieces of the gods to use for sale. There's an entire black market that goes with that. There's some kind of crazy thing that is going to happen, and I don't know what it is, but it's Al Ewing, so it's going to be deep.
It's going to be
I
brilliant.
didn't know that was the concept.
That's the concept.
An awesome concept.
It is an awesome concept, and I didn't know that was the concept either. I literally bought it because it said Boom Studios and Al Ewing, and I was like, okay. And it has the word dead in the title, so I was like, great.
When big two writers do a Boom title, it's usually pretty super good.
Yeah.
Right.
And anything Al writes, really.
Yeah.
When the Marvel bullpen right now of that core team is all indie writers, that all people who excel immensely in their indie work, and so I love when they jump out and we get those indie books still from them because they're all so really good at what they do on indie.
Yeah.
We actually
they all do really killer indie work.
We talk about that on the live stream a lot because it was like Marvel looked at the comic book industry a few years back and said, what is it that the industry has that we're not, why aren't we hitting with what the industry is hitting with? Because a few years ago everybody was like, oh, I kind of like DC books more than Marvel, but I like the Marvel movies, was the big thing. But really I like Image, and it's like Marvel listened to everybody saying that and went, okay, who can we take from that? And they pulled in Chip and Al and
not Chip.
I was like, I knew this was
not Chip. Never Chip.
Never Chip.
Yes.
Chip is dead. Right. No, I'm just kidding.
We only find Chip when he's dead.
Yeah.
But they brought in all these guys and they rebuilt their core with all these indie artists. And not only the good thing about building your core with indie artists is indie artists and writers are all used to saying, hey, buy my book. So Marvel automatically built in a marketing team by bringing in indie creators because these indie creators were so used to saying, like, check out my next book is the book. Yeah. And they got this great marketing team, but on top of that, they also got these writers who were like, well, we know this is what you've been doing and we love it and we respect it and we're going to take what you've been doing and we're not going to do that. Yeah. But you're going to love what we do instead. Yeah. And it's worked. Everything that's come out has worked. Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk is so popular. Zdarsky's Daredevil won our 2019 Best of series.
Right. Donnie's everything.
Right.
And
you guys are...
I've never read any of it.
No.
No, I'm serious.
that happens on their podcast a lot. She brings that up.
That's okay, when we first started dating, he gave me all his indie books, right? And so, because I didn't know who he was, and I was like, he's like, I'm a writer. I'm like, sure you are. So.
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
I did that to him.
Dude, that's kind of the way to go.
Right.
You had to prove yourself.
Right.
So he gave me, he gave me his Image books, and I was like, okay.
And what was out at the time? Baby Teeth?
Baby Teeth, which I loved. I read Buzzkill, Baby Teeth, Paybacks, and God Country.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, this guy knows how to write. So, when we first started dating was when Venom was going off, and so I think the first trade came out, and I was like, he actually moved to LA to be with me, and I was in bed and I was reading Venom Rex, and he just took it out of my hands. He's like, no, and he took it away from me, and I was like, why? He's like, I can't handle that, and I've never read it. I've never read any of his Marvel stuff. But I know everything that happens because he, shouts it at me. So, get me drunk enough, and I'll tell you everything that happens.
Matt's not allowed to talk about Donnie books on our live stream anymore because Donnie told him everything for all of them. And so he's like,
I know.
I can't.
He's so bad.
Every time something happens, Matt's like, I can't talk about it.
You know as much as I do.
Absolutely.
You know everything.
You know everything, and I'm like, I haven't really read it either. I've read Absolute Carnage, and Venom 1 and 2.
And you've read
and
Thor.
I've read Thor.
You're up to date on Thor.
And no, I'm not up to
No,
date
you
on
missed the
Thor.
last one, right?
No, because
Do you want to know what happens?
No.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
You know what
I
happens.
know what happens. I
I'm
know
so
what's
bad
going
at
to
it.
happen. And
So bad at
and
it.
he showed me panels, and I'm like, don't. Why are you doing this? And then
I
he
know.
starts doing it for the indie stuff. It's like, dude, I read your indies. I love your indies.
I know.
You can't do that. But
And he's like, yeah, you'll still read it.
yeah. You're still gonna get it. Yeah, we own a comic store.
I'm gonna get it either
I
way.
get it either way.
I know.
I'm hawking your shit.
I know.
Yeah. But
It's hilarious.
yeah,
I love
God
it.
Country, man.
Right.
God Country. That's my book. Do you hear the story about that? I finally sat down and read God Country, and it was on my way when my dad was passing away.
Oh my god.
And I was
Are you
on the
serious?
airplane. I was like, I've never really sat down and read it. I read issue 1, and you open it up, and it says for Dad, and I'm like, here we go. And I had Trent
God, it's so
Reznor's
heartbreaking.
Watchmen soundtrack on, and Volume
So
3
good.
is so
So
fucking good.
good.
And Volume 3 is like all really dismal and quiet. And I'm listening to that and reading the book on the airplane. I'm crying my fucking eyes out. And you're across the aisle from me. And I just look over and I'm a mess. And you're like, baby, are you okay?
And I told Donnie that. I was
Fuck
talking
this
to him,
book.
and he said, I was like, yeah, Matt finally read God Country, sorry. When his dad was dying, he goes, oh, fucking
Yeah.
sorry.
I know. Oh my
That's a
god.
terrible idea.
He goes, why
did
would
you
you
do that?
why would you
Right.
do that? And I was like,
He
well,
was like, you should have fucking read Venom.
I know.
well, he didn't know.
He do you have a Donnie impression?
I have impressions.
Everybody.
No, I can't.
Not
do that.
on the internet.
Please
Not
let
on
me
the
see
internet.
this.
Not on the internet.
Okay, well,
Not on the internet.
After the internet, I need to see
Right.
this.
Oh man, you get Matt started on impressions, and they're all real people. Sorry guys,
Right.
but Matt does impressions of people
Every
he
one
like
of you.
knows, not
Do
of
you
people.
do impression of me?
No.
Oh.
I have no Megan impression. Not yet.
Not yet.
Let's next time I come over, I expect to see it.
She's like, I want an impression.
Donnie's impression of me is going, I'm Megan. I like comic books. Swear to God, that's what he does.
That sounds like Matt has an impression of me that just goes, "Hey guys."
Hey guys. Shannon.
Shannon. It's accurate. I can't be upset about it.
That's pretty good, actually.
And like he'll do it with his phone in his hand, and he'll be like, "Hey guys."
Yeah,
I'm like,
phone up.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's always gotta
Hey
be up.
guys.
Gotta.
That's how I fell in love with you. So,
Right.
you know, yeah, I was attracted to that.
To your
It's a
point-
good impression.
To your point of the Donnie thing, when I
I'm
first
Megan.
love
Baby Yoda.
also an accurate impression. As you hold Baby Yoda while you do it.
love Baby Yoda.
When I first met Matt, I had been told forever that he was the hottest subscriber to ever exist at any comic book store. And I was like, well, I'll be the judge of that kind of thing. And when I first met him, the first thing he says is, that I was told he was in the band and I should promote his band. And I was like, you're in a band? Cool. Okay.
No, the guy goes, well, he's in a band and he's got a show this weekend, so you should put it on our social media.
That's
And she looks me up and down. She goes, okay,
Yes.
and walks off. And I'm like, okay.
Everybody
I thought
in
you were really
Austin was
cute
in
on
a
your live
band.
streams, right?
This is true.
So it's like, I can't.
It's true.
This
And
is
it
true.
also came from a place of like, because I did work, I did marketing and event planning for Toys R Us, and the whole thing was you can't say yes to one person unless you're going to say yes to everybody. So if you say like, oh, the Girl Scouts can sell cookies outside the store, then you also have to say that I can't say some political party that you don't agree with can promote themselves outside of your store. And so
The
I was
Green
like,
Party. Those guys are assholes.
I love trees, hug them. And so I was like, well, I don't want to promote his band because even if they're good, then if the next person that comes into the store that subscribes to us is like, oh, I have a show this weekend, and they're awful or they don't align with like a mission or
Oh, yeah.
a goal or anything like that, then I have to promote them. And like, what if the next person that comes in is like, our goal is to sacrifice all children in the world? And I'm like, well, I got to put it on the internet. And so
I don't disagree with that, though.
right,
Right.
I mean,
So I wants to know if the Baby Yoda's soft.
very, very soft. He's very smooshy.
Swooshy.
He's very smooshy. He's just hard on his sweet, sweet little head
And his little hands.
Sweet, sweet little hands.
Right, you can
And
hold them.
he has no legs.
Whoa!
Baby Yoda has no legs.
Well, Juan said that we are all just spilling tea on each other right now.
It's true.
It's true. It's more like spilling wine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One knows.
Ron, yeah, you're
Yeah.
used to this.
Yeah,
Juan.
you're used to this.
Isn't
Come on,
new.
dude.
Other comics that came out.
That's all we do
Right.
on Twitter with each
If
other.
you'll fill my
Finstock,
wine
yes,
glass
absolutely.
while
Do you want
I
more
talk
wine
about
too,
this.
miss?
I don't. Man, I have to drive at some point.
Right.
We'll
Be
fill it up
safe.
then.
While we're doing that, Tom King's Strange Adventures number 5 came out. If you guys are not reading Strange Adventures, but you were fans of Mr. Miracle, this is Tom King and Mitch Gerads doing the thing again, but now they have Doc Shaner in, and there is dual art. Like, both Doc and Mitch are doing art for this, because as it goes back and forth between, like, flashbacks
Whoa,
and now, it
yes.
splits even on, like, the same page between Mitch's art and, like, Doc's art. It's
Oh, I
such
love
a great.
that.
I'm gonna show you guys that. Like, it's just such a great way to tell the story, because you don't worry about where you are in the story. You know, because
I love
it
that.
switches.
What a great idea.
Such a great
Super
idea,
neat.
and
I
it's
like
not
that.
9 panel.
It's not 9 panel.
Mhm.
It still has the paneling the way that Mr. Miracle did. But you get Mitch Gerads' art, and it's nice that Mitch Gerads' art was really splashy, even in Mr. Miracle, and that was kind of the point. Whereas this one, you have that really clean, crisp art for the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Which I was thinking it was going to be the other way around.
too.
That modern times would be
Modern
clean
art.
right? And the flashbacks would be messy, but it's flip.
So
That's
good.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I
gorgeous
love
book.
it. I mean, they're both just incredible artists.
Yes.
Amazing artists.
Yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Rodney said Strange Adventures has been so good, and he doesn't know who to root for. And Juan says Tom knows how to write Mr. Terrific, and Mitch can draw a sexy ass Mr. Miracle. We're all like,
Agreed.
Yep.
Other
Motherfucker.
books that came out, you guys know I live on the stump, and it might be just me in this world that's reading this book, and I don't care. This is an Image title, and it's about, we have come to a point in America where instead of having political candidates duke it out in debates, we have them literally duke it out in fights in an arena, and the person who is still alive at the end is the person who becomes the leader of America. And we are
Sounds like a super awesome, great idea of how to elect a president.
We were actually talking about this with somebody the other day, and they said, at least then we'd have somebody young probably as president, because the old people would probably just fall over from the first hit. So I was like, that's a good point.
I do agree with that.
And but this
Am I allowed to say that on here?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh,
You can say your opinions.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes. My opinion does not reflect their opinion.
right, it's fine.
Like, do we have a disclaimer that we
Right,
can
Megan,
Yeah, I know.
it's fine. Juan said this is such a good book that no one is reading. I totally agree. And what's really great about it is they work in how the black culture has been treated in America through politics throughout the entire series. And so we actually, and then at the back, they give you the history lesson of how that actually happened in American history for the black culture. So instead of having like letters in the
great.
back and from the writers and creators, they actually just have history lessons on how the people were treated and what things
Wow, I
happened.
love that.
Yeah, Juan said it's like a serious version of Idiocracy.
Cool.
And then Firepower number 2 came out. If you guys got the
Number 3.
Number 3, sorry,
Number
because
three.
number 1, number 2 came out at the same
Yeah.
time. If you guys got that original graphic novel that came out earlier, you kind of know this is Robert Kirkman's new title.
Right. Free comic book day, free issue. If you guys haven't gotten into Firepower yet, swing by the shop, pick up a free copy of Firepower. We like it. That's awesome.
It's so much fun, and you guys definitely need to get in on that, because it's gonna be a great series where we see a lot of
dude has firepower.
Right.
And his family doesn't know about it.
his wife knows.
Right.
But his kids don't, and now the kids are like getting trained on how to protect themselves. It's great.
Yeah.
Deceased Said Planet came out. You guys did a book club on where you read Deceased, correct?
Yes, I read it, and it really fucked me up.
Yeah. Well, it keeps
fucked
going.
you up?
It's still on.
It did.
Why'd it fuck you up?
It was just really dark.
Definitely dark.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I was obviously expecting it to be dark, but I guess I didn't know that it was going to be that dark, because like I'm kind of used to like big 2 books kind of being like
The
a little
heroes
more,
always win.
yeah, like a little more PG-13, and this was not.
It
Yeah.
is not, and they definitely do not
Tom
give you any
pulls
hope.
out all the punches. Is that
Yes.
the correct way of saying that? Yeah.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yes.
He kills it in that.
There's that great
literal.
part where who died and it's showing through his head.
Yes.
There's like a hole in his head and it shows like Wonder Woman.
And
sitting
it's
on the
getting worse because
it's just so glum.
we have so few heroes left. Because if you guys read Deceased and Deceased and Killables, you know that like they moved on to Earth 2. Like the survivors moved on to Earth 2 to like save themselves from the destruction of Earth. And now we're in Deceased Planet. We're on issue 3, and in this issue, some of the superheroes that remain, the new Justice League essentially, come back to Earth to try to find Cyborg, who is sending out a message that he has a cure.
Yes.
And it gets worse.
But
So
Swamp Thing comes in.
yeah.
Oh,
Swamp Thing's my
yes.
boy.
Swamp
Okay.
Thing is in
He's my
this
boy
issue.
too.
Yeah.
I love him. Yeah.
Yeah, Rodney says Deceased Planet will fuck you up even more, Megan.
I know. Well, and I talked. So I contacted Tom when we did the book club about that, and I was like, dude, I'm like, you really fucked me. Like, you give me nightmares, which is weird because like I love horror movies.
Right.
Actually, we were just Rodney and Juan and I were talking about horror movies, and I was like, I'm used to this shit, and this shit was giving me nightmares, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know if I can keep reading this. I'm like, maybe after like coronavirus is like kind of over,
When there's
like,
not a virus taking over,
I'll
everybody
probably
on the
pick it up
planet.
again. But like for now, I'm just like, oh man, that's rough. And Tom's like, it's cool. I understand.
It's so good though, and I read Deceased. I read all of the tie-ins that came, like the spin-offs that came after that, but I didn't pick up Dead Planet because I was like, okay, why are we still going? Like, where are we going? Where do we still have to go, Tom?
Right, we
Yeah.
thought
Like,
it was going to be a miniseries.
I thought we were
Mhm.
done.
Yeah.
Where do we have to go? And I was like, I'm gonna wait. And then I picked it up on this one because I was like, all right, Zatanna's on the cover. You got me.
Oh yes.
And I picked up, so I read 1 and 2 and 3, and I told Matt, like literally when I finished reading it, I was like, all right, well, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back. I gotta pick it. It's gonna be one of those I read
And
immediately.
you
Is that
started reading
Constantine?
It's Constantine.
Yeah. Swamp Thing.
Right,
Swamp
you
Thing.
got
They
your
gotta both be in
Justice
there.
League
Yeah,
Dark.
yeah.
Right. Zatanna, Detective Chimp, Constantine,
Right.
Swamp
And
Thing.
we
They
had
all
a
gotta
Detective
come.
Chimp cutter.
Right. And now he's
Oh,
finally
really?
really
Yeah.
there.
Of the first series. Issue
Yeah, he's
5
one
or
of the
6.
movie
Yeah, he's
variants.
one of the movie variants.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to
It's
check
cool.
that out.
Yeah. All the movie variants have always. The movie variant for this one was actually a V for Vendetta homage,
Yeah.
and that was sweet.
I saw that one on
Very
the
cool.
Twitters.
And to just go with that, Marvel Zombies is back because we can't have DC have a zombie title without bringing back Marvel Zombies. We always gotta have the flip side to everything. So Marvel Zombies Resurrection is back, and there's
That's
like
the cover.
that's
the
cover
one.
A, and I love this
love
Spider-Man
that.
swinging away from zombified Galactus.
Nope.
No,
That's
that's
definitely.
That's the Phoenix one.
That's
Sorry.
Phoenix. That's my cover.
Yeah,
Right.
the first one was. This is the zombified Galactus.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's great.
that we gave.
Yes.
I love that.
And then Matt wants that Phoenix cover so bad.
Love
That's
the
pretty.
Phoenix.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Phoenix is the best.
But that was actually really good too. It does pick up right where Marvel Zombies kind of left off. So if you didn't read Marvel Zombies, now is a good time to go back read that because it does reference things that happen in Marvel Zombies. If you don't know, you can read it if you don't, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a backstory. But if you if you can go back and read Marvel Zombies before you jump in, I recommend doing that just so you have the rest. And then lastly, things that you guys know about that come out each week. Well, we've got Empire number 6, which is we're done.
The conclusion.
We are done.
Also, Al Ewing.
Also, Al Ewing. We got to move from Empire to X of Swords because we've got 2 more big, 3 more technically, but 2 more big giant events at Marvel coming this year. So Empire is wrapped. We are done. We are moving on to X of Swords.
Yep.
And
Setting up King in Black.
setting up King in Black. So
Do you guys want to know what happens in King in Black?
Right,
'Cause I know everything.
we will get shut down so fast.
right, that's it.
Well, that's the
Divorce.
I know. I'd get into trouble.
We'll all be done for that one. Juan called Empire Space Gaze. It was so much fun. Yes. And then New Mutants, if you guys didn't check out the movie, I've heard great things from a lot of people and a lot of people who didn't like it.
I haven't heard anybody who didn't like
I've
it.
heard a couple people who didn't like it.
I'm trying to find a theater where we can go to it where I'm not going to feel like I'm gonna die.
Drive-in. It's at the drive-in.
Which drive-in?
I don't know. We need to look
It's
it
not
up.
at the Blue Star.
Is it
like,
at the one in San Marcos? New
I
Braunfels.
don't care. I will drive there. I love Anya
And-
Taylor-Joy.
And we have
Oh, me too.
Yes.
Oh,
we have
she's amazing.
an element, right? Because we all
Right.
love The Witch.
Like
Mhm.
our car has movie theaters.
It's got movie theater seats built into it, so we can all go
What?
see it
Yes.
together.
Okay,
The back
let's
seats
figure it
are
out.
like higher up, so you can
Let's
see
figure it out. Because
Yeah.
we go to Blue Light Theater here in Austin, but they only show like old movies.
Right.
BJ would like to say he knows the spoilers for King in Black because Sleepwalker is Black Winter.
Sleepwalker is Black Winter.
I'm going to just tell you this now.
I don't know what that means.
Right. Donnie has negated that theory many a times on Twitter. It may or may not be Hopkins.
Yeah.
What's Sleepwalker?
He's an old character from like the 80s and 90s, and it may or may not be our book club's fault that is a theory that's going around. That
Marvel made up some new characters in like the late 80s, early 90s, and they came out with like Darkhawk and Sleepwalker and these characters. And somebody out there in the world spec'd on Darkhawk being in the MCU or something,
Okay.
and the Darkhawk #1, which is his first appearance, shot up to like $40.
Oh, no kidding.
And no one knows why. But now it's become like a speculator thing to have a copy of Darkhawk #1.
just in case something ever happens.
Yeah.
Just in case. And they're always $40. We had a guy at a convention who was like, hey, I'll give you 20 for this. And I was like, I could sell that on eBay all day for 40. And he's like, and like dished out his money. Like people are crazy for it. So the other one that came out at the time, Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker's first appearance was in Sleepwalker 1, but nothing's happened with him. So we
I don't know
started-
who Sleepwalker is. Wink.
Thank you. So with BJ and Nigel and a couple of the other people in book club, we all started saying, well, maybe he's coming in. And one of them said, oh my God, I think he's Black Winter, which was then tweeted to Donnie. And Donnie was like, no.
What the hell are you talking
What the
about,
hell are
bro?
you talking
He's like, no, it's not. Wink.
Wink.
Right. So we're not sure. We're not
Yeah.
saying he is. We're not saying he isn't.
And then Nigel tweeted the Charlie Day with him at the chalkboard, all crazy-eyed.
Yeah.
That's
it's
like
the.
me explaining to everyone how
Oh.
Sleepwalker actually is Black Winter.
So, it could happen. We
Yeah.
don't know yet. It's not out. Wait till
Wink.
December.
Thank you.
I'm like the mom from Arrested Development.
Like,
Because I can't wink.
Me either.
No, I just blink really hard.
both eyes
Yeah, I know.
shut. I'm terrible
Sort
at
of
it.
blink at you.
Right. 2 blinks means yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
1 means no. There's this other title that you guys, none of you care about at all, but Batman is out this week with this gorgeous Punchline Joker variant. Obviously, James Tynion.
James Tynion with what?
It's, you guys, this is issue 98 of Batman, and Tynion, you guys
Let me
are
see
all,
that variant cover. That's beautiful.
It is very,
Yes.
very beautiful, very beautiful, and you guys are all picking up like those crossovers. I've actually heard from most of you that the tie-ins are some of the best tie-ins you've ever read for an event.
Yeah, we've heard the
So-
tie-ins are better than the main books.
Right,
sometimes.
that some of the Batgirl tie-ins are phenomenal. So if you guys haven't picked up the Batgirl ones, that's what everybody's digging. So we've got them. We've got all of the tie-ins. We've got all the main series. We actually still have more of this Punchline variant left. So if you shop at a different store and you didn't grab Punchline variant, send us a message. Rodney said, I care about Batman. I love James. Joker War has been so good. Yes, I that definitely people are loving it. Something that came out this week, you guys are all specking on your Transformers versus Terminator, and you're missing out because Transformers versus My Little Pony hit this week. Hasbro Cinematic Universe, bro.
I've heard people talking about it.
I'm so excited.
My Little Pony's 1, right?
It's issue 1. I don't know, but it's friendship in disguise.
Awesome.
I love it.
That's the
Super
tagline.
I love it.
Right. I
That's-
want
I love it.
a My Little Pony to transform at some point.
Absolutely. You know what?
Okay,
Let's
first of all,
market that shit.
they have magical
TM,
powers.
TM.
so they could.
Right.
Right,
Right.
totally.
That's a
trademarked. That's on
crossover
us.
toy.
That is not a My Little Pony. That is a My Little Dragon.
Oh, well, because
Yes.
Rarity has a dragon. Is it Rarity? No. No, it's not Rarity.
I don't
Twilight Sparkle has a dragon
I
that
don't
works
know
with her. That's her name.
know anything about My Little Pony.
Twilight Sparkle is the princess of kind of character of them all.
Okay.
And she has a dragon friend that works with her. Yes, Greg, it's a real thing. Greg's like, it's not a real thing. Yes, it's a real thing.
No, Greg, I made this up.
Right. We just made that before the live stream started.
Some
Juan says
brilliance.
he wants it. Yes, it is a thing and it's wonderful. And we will deliver
This
one
is
to
amazing.
you,
I
Juan,
want-
if you
Yeah.
want us to.
I want to read this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down so I remember one. Those letters will mean nothing to me later on. But I got you.
Wine letters.
And then last three, the I believe granddaughter of the Kubert that we all know and love, who is behind so many of the comic artists that have come into the world today, or people who at least sent off the mailer at the back of their comic books to join the Kubert school. Emma Kubert has a book out called Ink Blot, and this is one of those fun adventures, very much like a Page Master kind of thing, which I love. Page Master, not just because Macaulay Culkin is wonderful, but because the concept of the movie, and I have these great memories of that movie as a
Jeff
child.
Goldblum? Right? Wasn't Jeff Goldblum one of the books?
Probably. If you need a picture of Jeff Goldblum doing anything in his movie career, hit us up, because we have a box full of Jeff Goldblum 8x10s that we will gladly give
We got a donation of the autographable photos.
Can I have one?
You can have as many Jeff Goldblum pictures as you. Would you like to wallpaper your elevator with Jeff Goldblum? Because
No.
I have enough
Or
pictures.
your
Oh, wait.
bathroom.
Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, we're doing this.
Right?
Oh, we are for sure doing this. We have an elevator in our house. It sounds fancy because we are. Just kidding. I'm kidding. But we do have an elevator in our house. I think that this is a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Let's, you know what? When you come over, we're going to plaster it with Jeff Goldblum pictures. Because I have, so the first piece of furniture I bought when I was emancipated from my parents, I wasn't emancipated, I just moved out of my parents' house and I didn't have any furniture. And I went to a flea market, and my mom gave me like $1,000. She's like, you have to buy furniture for your new apartment. I was like, great. And so I bought a wheelchair from the 1890s. And so that now lives in the elevator.
Yes.
So we'll have that, and just
Jeff
floor to
Goldblum.
It's
ceiling.
creepy as fuck.
It is,
like, you need to put that in there. There's an 1890s wheelchair, and it's creepy as fuck.
and it's creepy as fuck.
Yes.
It's really comfortable though.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I said it
Yeah,
while the elevator went up.
Yeah, I made you sit in
It was great.
Yeah, so let's do that. And so we'll have that, and then we'll have the Jeff Goldblum floor to ceiling.
Right.
Him laying sideways,
The
Jurassic Park one,
one, yeah.
that's the smallest stack.
But we have them as
People like that one.
the Grand
We'll put it
the Game
in the
Master,
middle.
the Grand Master from Ragnarok. We have
yeah.
tons of those. We have a couple of other.
There's
This is
So many.
so, but let's do
him
We
it.
have a lot
seeing
of the Fly.
Brontosaur for the first time.
Love
We have
the
a lot
fly.
of the Fly.
Love the fly.
Yes.
Juan said we have to call it the Bloomovator.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And
Get in the Bloomovator.
yes, I can definitely get you the My Little Pony. But Greg said, does that then make them the trans ponies? And is that a very forward-thinking book?
Ooh, right.
We'll see. You have to read it, Greg.
Trans ponies.
Last
Bloomovator.
Bloomovator.
I'm gonna write that.
Spyland.
I'm gonna write that.
We've got all these combo words.
Spyland. Yeah, no, that's what you're supposed
I'm
to
like,
do.
if I just hold it up here, like that's all you guys get. No, Lonely Receiver came out. This is another Aftershock title. I have 2 Aftershock titles in 1 week. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And
Shock was
lastly,
great.
Doctor Who has a new title out, the Time Lord Victorious. For those of you guys who are huge into Doctor Who, which is most of you, there is a new series and it's got a lot of the Time Lords mixed into it. I'm very excited.
We also have 13
Oh, Jody's
Doctor
still writing this. That's awesome.
Pops.
Yes,
in.
we do have 13 Doctor
Wait,
Pops.
what? Oh, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not that we need more pops, but the 13th Doctor is our favorite.
And I still haven't seen her because that was when it, like, I lost my cable, and so when it dropped onto Amazon, you had to pay for those, and I didn't have any money, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to wait until it's free, and now I just need to go back and see if it's free yet. Sai says Chaos Theory is sexy. Yeah.
Chaos Theory is sexy.
Chaos Theory is sexy.
That's right.
All right. Yeah.
Especially that whole hand thing.
Right. That was
The
super.
whole hand thing.
Mhm.
And it's like stop doing that.
Right. You
She's
want to be like.
attached. Your
Right.
trades.
I do have trades. I have 3 trades, and one of them is, of course, Marvel Zombies, because if you guys.
Hardcover.
Right.
Kirkman.
So if you need to catch up on Marvel Zombies before you jump into Marvel Zombies Resurrected,
It's fancy because it makes noises.
it's fancy because it makes noises. And then because Megan's here, I brought a couple of cool things that you guys might want if you need to catch up on Sandman. This is actually volume 1
Volume 1
of Sandman by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Which really is funny, actually, because so there's this book that I always reference, and some of you guys have heard of it. There was a book that was written called So You Want to Be a Comic Retailer, and it was written in the 90s in the height of the Image guys and the Rob Liefelds and all of that. And it actually says, just in case women stop by your store, have some Barbie comics and some Neil Gaiman, because women love Barbie and Neil Gaiman.
I mean, they're not wrong.
I was like, that's not wrong, it's just rude.
It's right.
I was like, I do love Neil Gaiman and I do love Barbie, but how are you going to call me out
What
like
are the
that?
Barbie comics?
There aren't any right now.
There's not any?
No, and
What was Barbie's first appearance in comic books?
I would like to know that. That's your job. Why don't you?
Right.
Why can we
If you
spec
guys,
on Barbie?
right, you guys drop that in
Wait,
the comments.
is that what I'm gonna start writing?
Barbie?
Dude,
Please no.
it's just gonna be like super fucked up.
Right.
Okay,
Super
but
fucking
seriously,
dark.
like Barbie has gone into so many stories at this point. Like if we had like if there's a fantasy story, like Barbie probably lived it at some point in the doll and the movie version. And so I'm like, what kind of creepy fantasy stories like can we put Barbie in?
Right.
But
because the term Barbie now is a creepy term almost.
right, it's almost Stepford Wives automatically.
Yeah.
That said, Mattel did a fantastic commercial for Barbie a couple years ago where they had a little girl, and it showed a bunch of, like, a little girl, like, and she took out her Barbie dolls, and she had, like, people sitting there, and suddenly it showed the little girl as a college professor, like, teaching a class. And then it went to, like, a little girl working as a doctor, and then it went to this thing, and, like, it just kept
And the
showing
Barbie
little
matches.
girls doing everything, and it didn't show the Barbies anymore. It just showed that, and then it flashed at the end, it showed that they were just little girls playing with Barbies. And they were playing with the Barbies that, like you said, that match that thing. And I thought, and it said, you can be anything. And it didn't even advertise that they were Barbie. It was just about how little girls could be anything. And I was like, there you go, Mattel. Like, that's what
Finally,
you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, after years of telling little girls you needed to look like Barbie, now you're giving Barbie, like, these high, great, amazing professions. And you're like, you can be these things. Go be a doctor, go be a and I love that college professor was one of them, because we don't talk about like academics as an amazing profession, and it was like you can learn forever and teach others, and that is an amazing thing you can do with your life. And I was like, I love that was the lead-in one, and like that we wrapped and like began and ended with that, because I was like, good, show little girls that that's what we can do.
Mine would not be about that. Mine would be like old school 80s, like cocaine Barbie with Ken with no genitals.
So the Misfits.
Yeah. Yes.
Jim and the Holograms. Yes.
Right.
100%. And lots of murder.
Greg said you should write Barbie the Vampire Slayer.
That is not, Greg.
Right.
I'm gonna steal that, and you can't sue me.
Right. You said you put it in here.
Should
It's
I-
free.
It's right here.
Can I tell you the
should
best
write
Greg story or Greg idea that I ever came up with was a talking trash can? That's it. That's all. He wanted Donnie to write a comic book about a talking trash can.
Does it take place in 2020 because this year's the dumpster fire?
No, this was like a gangster.
Oh. Ooh.
Right. It's not Oscar related, because if you didn't see Oscar,
Well, now I feel like there's some copyright infringement going on. Ugh.
don't say Oscar.
Oscar doesn't. Oscar is not the trash can though.
Right. Oscar's
Well, maybe he
in the
was
trash
foretelling that the 2020
Right.
this year's dumpster fire.
That's true.
Sai said
Damn
the
it.
first Barbie comic was Barbie and Ken in 1962, published by Dell.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sai.
Dell. That makes sense.
And Juan
In 52?
in 1962.
62.
And
That's cool.
Juan said Neil Gaiman and Jim and the Holograms is a way to lure me into your shop. I have all of those things.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
And then lastly, the only other trade that I brought with me this week to this table is because Megan is here and she's my witch sister. I brought Hex Wives because I will talk to you guys until I die about why you need to read this book and why Vertigo wronged me, or why DC/AT&T
We need to
wronged me.
know where it goes.
Listen, AT&T,
please.
I am currently on your Wi-Fi while I say this, so please don't shut me down. But for the love of God, let DC continue to publish the rest of this series.
It's
so good.
been Blacker.
Yeah.
I know him. I'll just have him
Right, and
tell you what happens.
yes, please. Can
I'll
you?
ask. No, I will seriously ask him
get
to
me,
remind
like,
me.
I
Yeah.
will.
He's so nice. I love
He's
his letters in the back.
so nice.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's a wonderful human being. Yeah, I'll just ask him to tell you what.
I need to know.
Like,
Okay.
I 100% am
the
okay
story
with
is
that
freaking
because
amazing.
so good. If
I
you,
heard good things.
It's unbelievable.
I heard really good things.
if you don't know what it's about, it's housewives that are actually in the now, but they think they're living in the 1950s, and what they really are is a coven of witches, and the men have not, over the course of years, these witches, like generations, have been destroying the patriarchy, and they're tired of it, and these straight white men, tired of women destroying the patriarchy, decide to finally come up with a way to convince these witches that they live in the 1950s, and so they're supposed to be submissive women.
And they're like descendants,
That's
but the
brilliant.
witch blood lives on no matter
Yeah.
who they are. They're like constantly reincarnating,
And so, right, they
but
just
they
keep
don't
getting
know
love that.
it.
So
And they
yeah,
keep
they
like learning their powers.
and they can't learn it right now because they live in this world where they think they're supposed to be submissive to their husbands, so they're not getting activated. And over the course of the series, each one of them kind of gets something that activates it, but they're like, but I live in this world and it's perfect and I love my husband, so surely like
right,
this isn't
and they're
the case.
scared of it, and they're like, oh, because they've been raised in this thing.
What? I love that.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
a great premise.
It's so
my
good,
God.
It's
and
done
we
so
left
well.
on a
She's a
huge
great writer.
cliffhanger. It was on this massive cliffhanger, and then when we were waiting for an announcement, instead our announcement was DC ends Vertigo.
Oh,
So
God, I know.
AT&T, stop it! Bring back this comic and Vertigo, and I have lots of other things to say to you about how you're running DC Comics AT&T, but I won't say them right now because you can watch every other live stream I've ever
Because
done.
there's still more wine by the end of the
Right.
night, and then we'll get there.
This is a 2-bottle problem.
Yes. No, Juan, it does not have an end. It does leave on an open ending, like you could modern American open ending it
Yes.
if you wanted to. So if you keep reading what you have and you go through that series, or if you read this trade, it's definitely a modern American thing, but it's not completely there. Wow, yes, guys from 616 and Simple Man's Comics, Jack Tamayo, we gave a
Jumped in.
huge shout out to Simple Man's Comics and the show that you and Brian do earlier today.
We love your show.
We love your show. We
Yeah.
love your FOC show. It's actually a running game for me to see if I can finish my FOC and pick all of the same things that you guys did. Thank you so much for
Aw.
doing
Yeah.
that, Jack and Brian. We love
That
you guys
is so cute. Hi, guys.
so much.
Adult
Thank
beverage.
you. Yes. Thank
Right.
you so much for what you're doing for comic book fans, and we love you guys so much. And thank you 616 and Simple Man's for getting this girl on this awesome freaking.
I love work. Every email I sent to them, I'm like, I love you guys, and you're the best people I've ever worked for, and it's
Please send me a copy.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Send
I
Megan
need
a
a
copy.
copy.
Yes.
I need just one copy.
Just one copy. If
No,
anybody's
but
out
they're-
there, again, buy a
Right.
copy.
Right. Get Megan a copy. People
But
on the
no,
live stream. Feel
They're
free to-
great, and I'm in hi.
Unbelievable variants.
Yes.
Yes.
Very, very excited. Remember, guys, you guys who have been watching the live stream the whole time, you've heard us mention this, but if you guys just tuned in, don't forget you can pre-order that comic from 616 Comics or Simple Man's Comics on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 8 p.m. our time. So those of you guys who are local, you can get that Department of Truth variant from 616 or Simple Man's Comics on Tuesday. I'm really excited. I'm going to be sitting there refreshing my screen,
I'll make sure you get one.
waiting. I'm going to make sure you
You're
get
able to
one.
make sure you
I was gonna give you mine.
No!
Not going to happen. Right.
But did we not just talk about how I hunted down with my friend Brandon these
Mm.
copies of Rockstars #2 for you a long
I
time
know, that's so cute.
ago? Jack says he's got you.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
Jack. Jack's awesome.
Yes,
Thank you.
we love
Thank
you.
you. I just need one. Or no, 2, because I'm gonna give one to them.
No, stop it!
You're
I'm
right.
going to buy
You will get
one.
one.
I am
You
going
will
to
get
buy
one.
one. Jack, you do not
Right.
need to send this one. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, and BJ just brought out a good shout out. I think we were probably gonna bring this up later, but just since we're on shout outs right now, Comixology has all of the Black Panther titles for free right now.
Yeah, I saw that this
In
morning.
honor of Chadwick. So thank you, Disney and Marvel and Comixology for working that amazing thing out.
I had a good morning downloading all of them.
Yes,
Really?
All of them.
all of them.
that's
Matt was
awesome.
like, "Look at I'm a Black Panther."
Right.
He was like, "I'm so happy."
Yes.
And
Oh, that's awesome. I love
Yes.
that.
I had a great. I've been having this conversation with a lot of people, but one of the things, for those of you who are reading Empire, you know there's a big Black Panther cliffhanger at the end of issue 5, and a big thing in an issue like the current issue about Black Panther that all happened right around the same time that Chadwick died. And so it was this just emotional moment for people who are reading Empire, and I was telling one of our subscribers that for me the emotional thing came from the fact that Chadwick died on Jack Kirby's birthday.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God, you're right. Oh.
I'm going to say this because you're an artist, and I keep pitching this on every live stream and everything we do, is that there is not a single art out there that shows. There's all these art renderings of Stan welcoming Chadwick and Black Panther home. There is not a single art print that has Jack Kirby saying from one king to another, "Welcome home."
Oh, am I supposed to do that?
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying, throw
I'm like,
it out
that's a
there
lot
in
of
art
pressure.
world. Yeah.
Right. The
I'm
king
saying
of
this in
comics,
front of
you
you.
know, and the king of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
I
though.
I keep saying I keep throwing it out there, and so I'm like, you're here. I don't want you to feel obligated to do that. I'm just saying, like, to the art world, I keep saying this. Um, that's the print that, like, that's the image I want on my Facebook feed. As I see all these Stan ones pass by, I'm like, where's my one king to another moment?
Yeah.
Because even just imagining it in my head, I want to cry every time. But to not draw stick figures, I'm like, I'm gonna draw it, and I'm gonna have stick figures, and it's gonna be like little crowns on top of the stick figures, like from one king to the other.
No.
But
I love that concept though. It's beautiful.
And on his birthday.
I know.
Yeah.
That was so tragic.
Yes.
I don't like thinking about it.
No, Chadwick, what a wonderful human.
I know.
And thank you for
honestly.
everything. Again, we did a huge thing about this when Chadwick did pass, but thank you for everything that you've done for the community of comics, for the nerd community, for the world at large, and of course for the Black community. Chadwick, he was amazing.
Humanitarian.
Mm-hmm.
We lost a great humanitarian.
Mm-hmm.
Juan said that the Shuri and Killmonger titles are also included in that free list. You cannot get off on your phone and go do that right now.
Sorry.
I've been really wanting to read the Shuri ones.
So good.
Yeah.
Our subscriber Billy says Shuri is his favorite Disney princess. So.
I've heard amazing. Like she keeps popping up on my Twitter feed, and everyone just keeps talking about how amazing it is. So
yes.
I definitely need to read it.
You definitely do. It's so good.
Yeah.
Do you want to push that button?
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo!
Let's give something away.
Yeah, and next is our weekly movie review that is part of what Megan and I and Matt are so excited to talk to you guys about. So, leading into that, to give it completely away, 20th Century Fox doubled the budget of the first Alien movie after seeing Ridley Scott's storyboards. What was the final budget for Alien?
What did they win?
You win this comic book that is also an Alien comic book.
Is it Alien Rogue?
This is the Alien Rogue #1, also
Damn.
from Dark Horse. And I know we were talking about how we haven't had a lot of Dark Horse titles coming out, so if you're looking to get some Dark Horse, let's go back in the day and get some Alien. Which is great because there's also an ad for Top Star Wars.
I was just gonna say it has a Topps ad on the back. That's
Right.
awesome.
Right, classic 90s.
That is my childhood.
Yes.
These cards were sketched and they're 6-etched foil case cards by Walt Simonson.
Simonson, dude.
What?
Bruh.
This comic is
Topps
also
cards.
in like mint condition almost. Like that's probably
So
about it.
I still have all of my Topps X-Files comics.
Really?
1 through 20.
Wow.
Mint condition.
Nice.
If anyone wants them. I don't know
Signed
what I'm
by
gonna do with
Megan
them.
Hutchison.
Yeah, I'll sign them for you.
So, do you tell these? They're gonna hit you up.
I
So,
know.
You
We
know,
have all the cards here.
right.
Still in blister packs.
Right,
Like,
we
we have
still
like
have them.
boxes
Of Topps cards?
of Topps X
So many Topps.
I
cards.
have the cards that came with the comics.
Oh, cool.
I still have all those.
I think these are the trading card game
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You guys are all way too high on this. We're looking for what the final budget was for. It's funny because I
For
thought it was a
Alien.
high number, but it was. They're all guessing way higher than what I
Well,
thought.
okay, but we're talking like 1979
Right.
budget.
We're talking 1979, so don't inflate that for current numbers. Go
No.
with what it actually was in 1970.
Which is
8, I guess.
shockingly low,
Right.
Right.
even for 1979.
Right.
money.
Right. 20th Century Fox did not. I'm like, I can't tell you what it was because I've already told you that they just doubled it. So, but they saw Ridley Scott storyboards, and we were talking about this before the stream. You were saying that Ridley Scott is an artist,
Yes, he's an artist, and James Cameron is too.
and they both do their storyboards a lot.
I guess so. I don't know. I feel like I should know this, but
That's
I don't.
like-
But like James Cameron does like paintings and shit. Like I don't know if did the Guillermo del Toro exhibition ever make it out here?
I don't think so.
It was on in LA when I still lived there, and there's a he owns a painting by James Cameron of the alien planet from Alien.
Wow.
Whoa.
Or I guess it was
From Aliens.
from the Aliens. Okay, we don't have to get into that, but he's a really brilliant painter. Yeah, and Ridley Scott's an artist. I think he and his brother were both went to art school. So
Cameron, you
R.I.P.
were
Tony Scott.
more in the ballpark. Yeah. It's really interesting. I didn't realize that they were artists. And I
Mhm.
guess that makes sense because if you want to be a filmmaker, you kind of need to be able to see the way things. If you want to make
There's a
movies that look
visual.
like that, especially.
yeah, I mean they were both like super visual directors. I mean, you know, it's like I worked with directors that couldn't visualize anything, but like the directors that I always enjoyed working with were the ones that were artists, you know, like really good artists. So it is a skill.
Um,
Alfred Hitchcock was an artist.
Right.
I believe that.
He was an art director before he became a director. So what?
Right.
Right, you were an art director, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite film that you worked on that you can tell us about?
I worked on?
Yeah.
None of them. They all sucked. No, I'm just kidding.
Are they streaming on Amazon?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably like the one that I art directed. Yeah, probably the one I was most proud of is All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, which I think it was on Amazon or on Netflix. I don't know if it is still. But then I got into TV and that was a nightmare. I worked on CSI.
Oh wow.
For all you out there.
The basic
original.
one or like
The original.
okay.
Cool.
I think I worked on season 15 or 13.
Nice.
I don't remember.
There's so many.
I know. And then I worked on this like really terrible NBC reality show called Stars and Stripes, where I got to meet Sarah Palin's husband. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's the thing.
Right.
that's
your
a thing
claim
that
to fame.
happened to me.
Right. that's the claim.
Sai, you are correct. It originally started at 4.2 million and was raised to 8.4 million.
Which is tiny.
Right.
Yeah.
That is tiny for those sets. For
It's
those
so beautiful.
sets.
Well, I mean, it is. If you think about it, though, it's like a really. I mean, it's one set.
Right.
I mean, like one spaceship, and the special effects are actually pretty minimal.
Right.
Right.
Do you wanna
That's like a really good lead in here.
segue?
Sai is
Says-
getting the aliens rogue.
My wine's broken.
Your wine's broken.
Right, bro.
Pass it down. We're gonna do a weekly movie review.
Yes.
Obviously.
Usually when we do this, it's a movie that you guys all hate that
Yes.
we want to go back and watch and make sure that we're not.
What have you done in the past? Tell me about this.
Green Hornet with Seth
Never
Rogen.
saw it.
Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds.
Never saw it.
Dark Phoenix.
The new one that just came out.
Oh,
Yep.
oof.
See?
Oh, that's rough.
Right, and we talk about why they could be good.
Right. That's
Oh,
the whole
isn't that
point.
heartbreaking?
Right,
Isn't it
and
heartbreaking?
sometimes we find the good in them.
And sometimes we're like, oh, guys, these are the things you missed. And sometimes people are like, wow, we did miss all of that.
We did
And
Tank
sometimes,
Girl.
yeah, we just.
Tank Girl was great.
Love Tank Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just nobody talks about it anymore.
Right. It's like
Tank
gone
Girl's
from.
great. And it
Yeah.
has one of the best soundtracks to a movie ever.
Yes.
And Lori Petty is wonderful.
She's great. And a very young Naomi Watts.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
Ice-T.
Yes.
Love Ice-T.
And
Unbelievable movie.
It's great.
Yep.
It's fucking great.
we've done others. We did all of X-Men at one point. We had
We
an
did all of
entire
X-Men.
X-Men live stream
Mhm.
because Matt had
XX
not
to
seen
X3.
like First Class or anything in that franchise, and then couldn't remember anything that happened in like X-Men, X2, X3. So we did an entire X-Men week, and
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work.
It was a
Yeah.
lot of Hugh Jackman.
You mean huge Jackman?
That's right. Huge Steel Cyclops' woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Matt's
Across
super
3
angry about
films.
that.
Disgusting.
It's a lot of anger.
Right. Absolutely.
I love
Yes.
that that was your takeaway from those
That was my
movies.
takeaway.
That is all you get out of half of those movies. But
Right.
yes.
Oh, God. The first one's fine.
One man steals another man's wife with claws.
It's a literal
close.
like cat bite.
I like your version of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me feel less sad about having to watch those movies.
Right.
Right. We had a lot of them, and we haven't done any DCEU movies, and I think we should.
We should.
I mean, we did Green Lantern, but that was technically DCEU.
Yeah.
We have actually watched the Batman vs Superman extended cut, so we have a very different opinion from everybody on the entire world.
Yes.
But I also have very different opinions on anything Warner Brothers does than everybody else in the world.
Yes.
Because I don't think they did a good job with the Harry Potter movies in the end. With Here We
Yes.
Go, the end of what they did is not accurate to the book. So
I understand, but the last two movies are really good. We're actually watching the Harry Potter movies right now because Donnie hasn't seen them since they came out.
Did he read the books?
No, he did not read the books, but I did. I have a Deathly Hallows tattoo because I'm a fucking goddamn nerd.
Super cool.
I
Word.
love fucking J.K. Rowling. I
Yeah.
understand she's transphobic and that is problematic.
that is, but the books are still
but
good.
the books are still good,
Books
and
are
that
great.
is like I grew up on that shit. I
I
fucking love it.
agree.
I didn't grow up when I was in college when the first movie came
Same.
out because I'm old as shit.
I'm
Are
the
we the
same
same age?
I think so. I think I'm like
You're
a
younger
couple
than me.
months younger than you. Like I'm like months younger than you, but literally it's in months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just like so used to people being like
Right, no.
10 years younger than me.
Right. No, we're like the same age, and then our husbands are like the same age.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, we
So-
married young because we're smart.
Yeah.
And we married older ladies because we're
Yeah,
smart.
I know.
Right.
You guys did well for
Good
yourself.
job for you guys. Congratulations.
I know. These sassy older ladies.
That's
Right.
the idea. Sassy
Right.
old witch ladies.
Right. Yeah.
like
you both went for strong, independent, witchy women who will tell you that they're not okay with anything.
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Right, great minds.
Right. You read a lot of comics. You write a lot of comics, and suddenly you like strong, independent, witchy women. I don't know. That's what happens.
Weird. How does that work out?
Right,
Anyway.
and you work at Posse East.
Yeah.
Right, that's part of it.
Right. You also have
Everyone has to work at Posse East.
Right. That's
Right.
right.
I work for chips. They pay me in chips at Posse East.
That's true.
The Posse chips
They
are
pay me in
amazing.
Posse chips. It's
Shout out to
great.
Posse East.
Right, we
on-
always
East.
do a shout out to Posse East
Right.
on this 2900 Duval. You guys go check it out. They are actually classified as a restaurant now, which means you can sit on the patio and you can eat food there. Please order food, not alcohol, so they can continue to be open.
That's right.
They do have the best shiner in the entire state of Texas, but order food while you're there, even if it's just pasta
Their
chips.
hamburgers are amazing.
Their hamburgers
Especially
are
So
the
I've
Wagyu
heard.
one. Oh my god.
I don't eat meat, but I've heard that I used to make them.
the chicken taco salad is stupid good.
To die for.
It's got queso in it. And
Oh, their queso is like rated, right?
and
Yeah.
their salsa won Best of Austin.
Yeah, that's right.
So I
right.
mean, if you love chips and salsa, Posse East, go get it. It's amazing, and they actually have a burger that is a queso burger, and it's taco meat and queso, and it's
It was
wonderful.
like a sloppy Joe.
It's so good.
I
It's
had
a
to
slap.
make
It's
those.
it's
Yep.
so good.
And if you're just joining the stream, Posse East is the comic that Donny Cates based Redneck off
Yes.
of. If you guys know of Donny Cates, he's a writer who's based
If you
here in
don't,
Austin.
you're not missing anything. Don't worry
Right.
about it.
We're also
But-
joined by Megan Hutchison. If you guys
Right,
didn't
absolutely.
catch that at the beginning,
Artist extraordinaire.
Yes.
Okay.
And-
And this is Baby Yoda.
And that's Baby Yoda. And
All right.
Megan, we are going to talk about
The
one
best
of your
movie.
favorite.
Ooh.
No,
The best?
the best movie ever made.
Wow. Can you start
Fight
us
me
off?
on it.
Mission statement?
We will not fight you on it, but go ahead.
It's a haunted house movie in space,
Mhm.
and it's just really simple and beautiful, and the design is absolutely fucking perfect because they got H.R. Geiger to make a giant penis monster
Yes.
that you never see, that you only see 4 minutes of, which is brilliant. It
Yeah.
has that
In the
Jaws
dark.
effect. In the dark.
In the dark.
In the
right.
dark.
Like a penis.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Right.
like a giant shiny penis, and but it has that Jaws effect. We were actually talking about this on the podcast last night. It has the Jaws effect where it's like, like, thank God you don't see the alien that much. And this is, I'm not going to start bashing Aliens because I know that's a lot of people's favorite movie, even though it's trash. Because like, the reason why Jaws is so effective is because you don't actually see the shark. And I know that they did that because the shark wasn't working.
Right.
Mhm.
And it just works so much better. And in Alien, you hardly ever see the alien. And really the only time you ever see it in like full form is at the very, very, very end. And we're going to give away spoilers because this movie came out in 1979.
Right. It's
So
been 40 years.
Right.
So
It's too
deal
late,
with
guys.
it.
I know. But, it's just spooky. It's awesome. The entire movie is listen to the woman.
Word.
It's like, she's not being hysterical. She's not being bitchy. She's not trying to put herself in charge. Listen to her. She knows what she is saying. Just believe her.
Right.
Like, believe women when they tell you things.
Right.
It's just like that whole theme. I think, is
Otherwise, you all
amazing.
die.
And they do.
And
Everyone
Smart Woman
dies.
and her cat
Right.
get out alive.
Yeah.
Right. And that's I renamed
Jonesy makes it. And Jonesy doesn't give a fuck.
That's
no, I love any movie that has a cat in it, but
Yeah.
I actually renamed the movie "What Happens When Condescending Mansplainers Get Theirs" is what I renamed the movie to this week. And BJ, who's watching, said he would rename it "Smart Lady and Her Cat Make It Out Alive," and all stupid men who don't listen die.
Yes.
And I was like, yes, that's exactly. And I love that because I watched Alien. Of course, I'm a Generation Y kid. Fight me on whether or not Generation Y exists. That's my hill I'll die
Same.
on. We exist. It's
What
amazing.
is that?
Generation Y is us. Dude, we
Is that
are
what we are?
between Gen X and Millennial, but they erased us off the planet and decided we were all Millennials.
They
If you
grouped
were
us
I
in
just
as
called
millennials.
myself an old millennial,
right,
which
No.
is just the
that's
saddest
what
thing I've
they
ever
did.
heard.
They erased us and called us old Millennials.
You used a rotary dial phone when you were a kid. You saw the internet come out. You probably had cassette tapes.
Yes.
You rewound things in VHS.
Yes.
Player,
Oh my God, all these
rewinders.
things.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
those are the Gen Y
Yeah.
things. Millennials didn't have that. Millennials had DVDs.
Are you a millennial?
No.
I'm Gen Y.
No, they're the end of Gen Y.
Right.
Donnie and Matt are
We
end
were
of Gen
there
Y.
Donnie's
when-
gonna be
Yeah.
35.
Yeah,
Right.
next
end of
week.
Gen Y.
He's gonna be 35 next week.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. And I'm 34.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you guys are the same.
Right.
So
Okay.
they're the end. They're the end.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We still heard Kurt Cobain. We remember when Kurt Cobain died. We were
Yeah.
young, but we remember.
Right,
You guys
I
must have
feel
been
like-
really young because I was in like 7th grade,
Right, we
6th
were
grade,
we
or
were
something.
middle school.
So we
and,
were like 4th grade.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
it was
were
middle
middle
school.
school, and
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
that was like a tragic thing for everybody in middle school because that's
And
all
like
we did.
our older siblings were like way into that stuff, you know, and we were still
Mhm.
getting it.
And-
you know.
Yeah. Same. Oh, okay. I didn't know
And
that
so,
was the
well,
thing.
that's because they erased us. And now, and Gen X, you guys all, sorry, Greg, because we have this argument all the time. Gen X always likes to say that they're the forgotten generation. Well, at least you still exist.
No, you guys are vocals.
'Cause
Fuck.
Right.
They raised, right, they're vocal about how nobody remembers them. You know what? Just because you raised your fist and said, don't forget about me, we all heard ya.
Right.
You went to that high school, you definitely heard it.
Right.
But we were literally erased, and so but we were talking about this as like Gen Y is the last generation that actually grew up and saw like movies like Alien,
Mhm.
and we tested this, and I'm sorry because I know she's watching, but we tested this to see the difference between Gen Y and Millennial, and I reached out to my sister and I said, hey Sam, have you ever seen Alien? And she goes, I don't know what that is. And I felt like a bad parent at that
Ooh,
point because
right.
I showed my kids, my sister and brother, I showed them all the movies that they watched when they were little because they're 8 and 9 years younger than me. And I'm like, oh, I failed them. Oh my God, I didn't ever show them Alien. What did I do? But I saw all those movies with my dad, who is not their dad. And so I never showed them that. And I was like, oh, I totally.
Right, and the Schwarzenegger films.
Right, all the
and Running
Schwarzenegger
Man,
films. And I know she hasn't,
Commando,
I didn't
I
show
haven't, seen,
them.
Predator.
I haven't seen those.
And
You seen Predator?
yes!
Oh, don't get.
Right.
Right,
I know,
I'm gonna
Alien,
get
they're
Predator.
doing they're
rubble.
they're
for
in a
this.
they're in a Predator war in the Donnie Megan
Got
world.
it,
So
got
we're not
I'm
going
in
in the
trouble
Predator
because
world.
I've fallen asleep during Predator 3 times.
I do
Because
too.
I think it is boring as fuck.
Which you think about Aliens, and Predator and Aliens are very similar in
Dude,
movies.
yeah, okay, here's. I will say this one thing and I will stop alien bashing because I don't want to yuck your yum. If Aliens is your jam, great. You're wrong, but great. James Cameron took this beautiful haunted house, art house movie in space and he turned it into an action franchise.
He
Yes.
turned it into Terminator.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's the conversation we had because Matt said, I'm surprised Aliens isn't your favorite because I love because I was raised by a man who thinks Arnold Schwarzenegger was great, and I know you were in California when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor, so you don't.
Oh, he's terrible.
And so
As a governor, I'm sure he's
Right.
a person
Right,
Right.
amazing
that
human.
and
exists.
so
I don't know.
my
I don't know
dad
anything about it.
was a bodybuilder. He was a weightlifter. So of course
You
Arnold
never
was,
told me
he
that.
never like went like professionally or anything, but that's what like he wanted to do. That was his hobby, was weightlifting. And so my entire childhood my dad loved Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, and I've brought this up in book club and on live streams before that my dad would always quote Saturday Night Live like Cousin Arnold is coming, and he said it
Oh, I
so
love
much
that.
I actually thought that Arnold was our cousin as a kid.
Oh, my heart. I love that.
And so, right. So I grew up thinking that we were related to Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I loved all of his movies because I thought he was my cousin. And it's not like I didn't watch Saturday Night Live, guys. I knew the sketch. I don't know why I felt
Is that
for
the
it.
Pump You Up guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what my dad did. He lifted weights and he talked about his cousin Arnold. It was like a great joke for my dad, but like I did not put that connection together as like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, whatever. And so for me, yeah, I grew up and I thought like the Terminator movies were so great, and so of course like James Cameron, I was with you until you made the Blue People movie. You lost me at Avatar, James Cameron. I'm sorry.
Same.
Actually, you lost me at Titanic, but
Titanic,
Leonardo
oh, God.
DiCaprio also lost me at Titanic, and then regained me
At
the Aviator. Leonardo DiCaprio, you know this. We've had this conversation in my mind.
Now we're
million
on a Martin
times.
Scorsese conversation.
Right, and not.
It's another
But
thing.
anyway, so
The Abyss is awesome.
Yes.
right, and so
Yes.
we talked about when we went in because we watched Alien and Aliens because I wanted to have both of them because I have not watched them since I was a child, And I wanted to have both of them fresh in my mind because they are so much universally, like the clips are used universally at this point, that I was like, I need to make sure I'm not confusing which comes from which thing. And so we watched both, and I was like, and Matt said, I'm surprised because you are such a Terminator fan that Aliens isn't the one that you register. And first of all, I'm not going to lie, the Disney child in me was like, well, Alien is what they used on the Great Movie Ride. So Alien gets more points. It was the best ride at Disney, and they took it out, and it doesn't matter. I'm super mad about it.
Went through different scenes of famous classic
movies.
I love that.
And
yeah. Wait, was this at Disney World?
It was at Disney World.
Okay.
It was at MGM Studios, which is now called Hollywood Studios. Fight me on that too. I don't care.
That's where the Tower of Terror ride is.
Yes.
Right.
The best ride ever made.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Until they put like the mid drop where you only drop like halfway.
No,
down
until they turned it into a Guardians of the Galaxy ride
right,
at Disneyland.
At Disneyland, and it is fucking goddamn terrifying. It's great. It can't. But it doesn't. I mean, Tower of Terror is just hands down the best ride ever made.
Right.
It's true.
It's all the Twilight Zone stuff.
I love
it. It's so good. Yeah.
But that said, what a great movie ride was, you went through all the classic movie scenes, and Alien was one of them. You went through the ship.
What?
And
you went in the
you
Nostromo?
didn't know
I would have lost
where
the
the
shit.
alien, there was going to be a xenomorph coming out somewhere, and you
And
never
it's
knew.
with all the glass where the windows all fog up, and then he comes through the glass at you. Yeah.
And you didn't know if he was going to come from
awesome.
above or the side or whatever, because it changed on each time. They got rid of it. They put a Mickey Mouse thing in there. I'm super mad about it. Disney, we can fight about this later. We fight about it.
Maybe they'll
put
it back because now they own them again.
Well, they got rid of it because they wanted a Mickey and Minnie ride, and apparently they've had, because all of it was so many, there were so many different movies, and that's just a lot of property to keep in touch.
Yeah.
But now they own everything.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe it'll
I
come back.
expect an Alien ride.
Right, I want an Alien ride. It would be amazing.
Yes. Oh my god.
That said, so having not seen this movie since I was a little kid, as a little kid, of course, my main concern was the cat. Where's the cat? Is the cat safe? I actually just read today when I was making up the questions for tonight's trivia that the scene where Jones has to respond to the alien, they actually put a screen up, and behind the screen was a German Shepherd.
I heard about this. Yeah.
They lift the screen so that he actually had like a legitimate like hiss, scare, oh my god, I hate you moment, and then they like would close the screen, and so like he actually is like a cat terrified and doesn't know what's coming. And I was like, that's what you do with children in films. Like they treated this cat like a child, like they treated him exactly like Danny in the Shining.
Yeah.
Where they like didn't really tell him what was gonna happen, and then they were like, "Ooh, I'm scared right now," and like they did that to a cat, and I think that's great.
That's something I actually want to bring up in this conversation is that Shannon, my films are The Shining and Jaws, and we watch Jaws in the summer and Psycho, and we watch Jaws in the summer and we watch Shining in the winter, and those are kind of the polarizing films. Alien is like everything in between in sci-fi form, so you don't see the monster the whole time, but it's this stark, bleak, haunted house with minimal characters walking through the thing, trying to kind of figure out the mystery, which I like about Alien.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
If you were ever making a horror movie, I don't ever want to see your monster.
Right.
No, because it breaks the illusion.
Once you show me your monster, I'm done. And that's what Signs did. We talked about this because I don't know if you had to study this, but we had to study. No. We both studied Signs in college.
I'm not a big M. Night Shyamalan.
We're not fans of M. Night Shyamalan.
Although The Servant is amazing.
Never seen it,
dude. Okay. It's really good. It's really
recommendation.
Really good.
Right. Yeah. I'm curious because you also like The Witch, and so I'm glad to see that. But we both had to study Signs in college because we both had film degrees for I didn't in my film degree. I ended up switching majors, but you got a film criticism degree, and at that time you had to study M. Night Shyamalan and you had to study Signs specifically.
He was popular.
And that was the modern thing. And for me, I remember I hadn't seen it yet, and so I watched Signs for the first time in class, and I literally they showed the fingers, and I was like, I'm here for this. And then they showed the alien, and I literally got up and said, can I be dismissed? I'm done.
Yeah.
And the professor,
you hadn't seen
I had not seen the movie at all. And the professor goes, well, the movie still has time left. And I go, no.
I've seen about it afterwards.
I've seen the monster. The movie is done. You've ruined it. I was good for it, but that monster looks like crap. And I'm out. It doesn't. It's not scary to me.
I know, that's the thing. It's like when you show your cards, you're like, okay, well now I can go home.
And go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like a really good movie that does that. Have you guys ever seen Brotherhood of the Wolf? It's a French movie.
Yeah.
No, but I'm here
Le
for
Pape de Loup. That's my very good French accent.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
right. You're
I actually
You
want
had
to move to
enough
Paris.
wine. You like down
I've
the
had-
wine and then.
I've had 2 glasses of wine. Actually, if you guys are into horror movies and you haven't seen this, you should watch it. But it's based on it, kind of like a true story. But you don't see the monster the whole time. It's about this giant killer wolf. It's a true story about like how this wolf was like terrorizing this French town, and
Countryside,
they
right.
and they brought in these guys to hunt it down. But then you finally see it, and it's this really great turning point because it is so fucking terrifying until you see the monster, and then all of a sudden you actually like start sympathizing with it, and it's just like a really great use of like how you shoot a horror movie with a monster, because it's like keep it out of sight the entire time.
Yes.
But if you want to show it with like a different emotion, because then you
Right.
start actually feeling different things about it.
What's that called again?
The Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Le Pape de Loup. Loup.
Right. Lupe.
Loup.
Right.
right.
My French is terrible.
Sai brought up the others in the case of not seeing the
Yes.
monsters, and that's a great example of not seeing the monsters.
Yes.
That movie
fucked me up.
me too, but so my dad was really into surround sound systems, and that was his big
Jesus.
thing. So there is a sea level.
My dad too.
There's a sea level audio track on the others that is just the sound of like and
Right.
doors creaking and
I
opening.
hate that.
And so my dad lived in this house, and the way he had it set up was his TV was on the far wall from where his chairs were, and the hallway ran along this way, and then the front door was here. So you would sit by the front door or on the side by the front door and stare at the TV, but you couldn't see down the hallway in his house. And my friend and I were
That is
watching the others, and we'd already seen it, both of us, a million times. So we thought we knew everything, but we had never seen it on surround sound. And that soundtrack only comes as like the background speakers, running feet, and you can't see down the hallway. So we're watching
That's
this movie,
terrifying.
and we hear the sound of like feet running and doors slamming down this on the third level audio track, and I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? And I'd pause the movie, and we'd sit there quietly, and nothing would happen, and then we'd restart it, and we're like, but we've seen this movie, we know these sounds don't exist on this movie. And so we took the movie into my room. I didn't have the surround sound. We play it, nothing happens.
Yeah.
We come back, we put it back on, it happens again, and we're like, okay, we're done with this movie
That is
forever. It's like
terrifying.
panicking.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What were you?
I was
you off.
no, totally fine.
Totally
Because
cut you
that's a great recommendation. I want to see that movie. Like super bad.
You would love it.
Yes,
BJ said it's
It might
nuts.
be dated.
it's nuts.
It's nuts, BJ said.
Right.
Oh, he's seen it?
Shit fuck of
Yeah.
a movie.
Great.
There is in Jaws. You see the corpse under the boat. You've seen Jaws.
Yes.
There's the corpse that comes
seen
out
Jaws.
under the boat first, and that's like the big shocking moment. And then you finally see the shark in the pond, and it comes up underneath the kid. And Spielberg said that once you saw the shark, people weren't as scared because they had already been scared from the corpse.
Right.
Right. So even the monster, by the time you actually see the monster, you're desensitized
Mm-hmm.
because you've already had your shock moment.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because the shock moment comes not from the monster.
It's kind of like when you're tickling someone. If you're tickling someone's foot, you hold their foot and you try to tickle them, you can't tickle them anymore.
Right.
It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
I just made that up.
And music.
I mean, that's
Music.
true though.
And
Yeah.
I hate to start this conversation because we don't have all night, and I know that's what your thesis was on. But the music in the movies makes a huge thing, and
Oh, huge.
that's literally what Matt's thesis
That's-
was on, was the sound and music in movies.
Yeah.
And Alien does such a good job. We talked about this
Yes.
because if you're in one of those moments where you would be hyperventilating, Alien does this thing where there's the breathing over it.
Mm-hmm.
If
Or
you're
the heartbeat.
if you're in one of those moments where you would be, your heart is breathing, but you're beating so heavily, but you want to hold your breath, it's just the heartbeat sound.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we love that.
And Cameron brought it back in Aliens, but it's not the same.
It's
He
not
brought
the
it back as an homage.
Mhm.
He didn't bring it back as like a divisive element.
But I mean, like, to kind of go back to like why Alien works and why I don't think Aliens work is because Alien, you have one monster.
Yeah.
You really only see at the end, right? When it's kind of too late.
Yes.
And Sigourney Weaver is in her underwear. And thank you for that. Whoever, God, the studio.
Ridley Scott.
Great. But it's like that's the only time you really see the monster. Whereas in like Aliens, they're like fighting it, and so it's
Right.
like you see like a bunch of them like running around, and all of a sudden they're not scary anymore.
Right.
It's not.
It's an action movie.
It just becomes an
It's
action
a war movie.
It's a war movie, which is if you're into
Terminator.
that, awesome.
Yes.
And T2 is an incredible film.
But it's not even T2, it's T1. We talked about this. It's the same. I think it's the same set and the same pieces. Like when they're driving like their tanks and stuff, and the tanks roll over like the planet and everything. I was like, I saw this shot in Terminator 1.
That's the same.
This is the same set.
Planet.
This is the same set they use for the future planet of Earth that's been destroyed. That's it. And like I would know because I can't tell you how many times I've seen that movie, but I was like, oh, I've seen this exact shot, James Cameron.
Yeah.
Here we are.
But in Alien, the sets are their own.
Yeah.
You know, you have Geiger's sets on the planet, and then you have the ship, and that's its own thing.
The ship.
And, right, and even seeing the movie, like one time, you get like an idea of the map. We talk about world building in comics, and where you read one comic and you're like, I know where I am. You know how to walk around that ship. You know how to navigate it. You know where you are.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something that's not hard, or it's not easy to do. It's very difficult to do in a low budget film with, just one set.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they nailed it, and like especially like the room where Mother is. I love that room so much, and just how like the Nostromo looks like their costumes, and it looks like a mining ship, and it's fucking dope. I mean, it's pretty flawless.
Yeah.
I think. And actually, like, now reading the comic, like, based on the original script,
Yes.
like, they made some... I'm really enjoying the comic a lot. I think it's great.
Which
but, like,
issue 2 came out this week.
Issue 2 came out this
I read
week.
it this morning.
Cool.
But,
And I do have your copy for you.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need... But I wanted to read it before it came on. So, but, like, for the money that they had, like, the changes that they made just really made it an outstanding movie. Because, like, I think it would have been a really good movie the way that it was written. But, I mean, the way that they had to change the script just made it phenomenal.
What were the changes?
Well, I mean, like, the ship, like, they're not a working class ship. And, like, in the comic. And did you read it?
We didn't read the
I haven't read it yet.
We
I
gave
thought
you
you
the
read
copy.
it.
No,
Oh, you gave me the old
Yeah.
one.
I did.
Damn it, I should have brought it back for you. I'm sorry.
I read the old ones. I actually read Alien Lovesick, which I have great things to say about.
To fill our viewers in here, Dark Horse is back with a comic, and they are releasing the original screenplay of Alien as a comic book.
And
it's great.
Issues. It's not just like one hardcover thing. It's like actual issues.
It's a 4-part, 5-part, 6-part.
It's something in there. It's a mini series of just the script of Alien.
Yes.
But, I mean, kind of same idea. Like, they get, the call from this other planet. But it's like them debating about, like, oh, like, we have to go down there because the call was in an alien language. So they're like, oh, this is first contact. We have to go down there. So it's kind of, like, more focused around, like, the alien aspect as opposed to a bunch of, like, working class people that were, like, kind of like, we have to do this or we're not going to get paid.
Right.
Like, it's definitely like kind of more high sci-fi as opposed to kind of like, which is another thing that I love about Alien is that they created the working man's sci-fi. Like that's a thing now, but like back in the 70s, like especially after Star Wars came out and like like all the sci-fi movies of like the 70s were like
and this is a year or two after Star Wars.
Yeah,
it's super close.
I think it was the same year as Empire, right?
Is it?
Or Empire came out in 80.
Yeah.
Okay,
And this is 79.
Yeah.
Right. It's 2 years after Star Wars.
And a year after Halloween.
Right, which is
Halloween is the best horror movie ever made.
Yes.
100%. And you get that same. That's the same idea of the haunted house in the dark kind of thing. Like you get that same feeling that you do from Michael Myers. Like, where is he? Oh, he's right. Is he right behind me? Is he not right behind me? I see him and then I don't see him. You get that same feeling because like you see the xenomorph tail, and that's like seeing Michael Myers behind the towels or the blankets hanging,
or just like his reflection in the window.
Seeing his reflection. Oh my gosh, we can do an entire freaking live stream on Halloween.
I love Halloween so much.
Halloween is coming. Don't worry, guys.
Right.
I'm actually they put out an art book of John Carpenter work every other year or every year. So John Hill. Wait, yes, John Hill, not Joe Hill. John Hill, the designer, who's designing a bunch of our books.
Deborah Hill.
No.
No.
John Hill.
John Hill.
He's a designer, but he has the license from John Carpenter. So
Okay.
they did The Thing last year.
Cool.
This year they're doing Halloween, and I'm doing a piece for it.
Really?
Yeah, because he knows what a huge fan I am of Halloween.
Yes.
Like, this is one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
So I'm doing
How
a
do we
piece for
get that?
I mean, my art's not even due till December, so
Okay.
sometime
Oh, wow.
next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we'll need that, because Halloween is one of our
Yes.
all-time
Oh, yeah,
favorite
yeah,
things
yeah.
of
It's
all
a
time.
huge whole art book just full of, like, the one a couple years ago was The Thing, and then he did, like, an Escape from New York one, and
Okay.
so this one is Halloween.
Nice.
So it's just going to be an art book full of Halloween.
That's something else I want to ask you. How do you feel about The Thing?
I love The Thing.
Yes.
Thing's
Very
great.
similar movie to Alien.
It's actually, yeah, it's very,
Space Station.
I mean,
nice.
it's more similar to Alien 3.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of, right? Even with, like, the
Yeah.
alien, like, taking the shape of, like, the different animals
That
and
part
stuff.
of it, but not
Yeah.
the stark slowness and that
No.
like, creeping dread.
Although,
That's what I love about Alien is the creeping
I
dread
know.
and The Shining.
the pace,
It's the
the
pacing.
pacing. And
Yes.
that's what you're missing in the second one. The second
Yes.
one's
You
just a
don't
full out action movie. The first one is, like, slow and scary. And, like, I watched it all of them. Not Covenant and what was the other one?
Resurrection?
Prometheus.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
watched
ask
Resurrection.
how
You
you
like
felt about
Resurrection?
Prometheus. I wanted to hear
Trash.
that. Thank you.
Yes. we
Trash.
agree.
They're all trash. The prequels are trash. I don't need to know the lore of that, or if I do, make it good. I watch Resurrection because it's what's his name, Jean-Pierre Jeunet.
Yes.
And it's not a good movie, but it's so fucking goddamn gorgeous. Except for the creature design, it's just terrible.
Right. Because he
So
did
bad.
Amelie.
He did Amelie.
Yes.
He did City of the Lost Children, which if you haven't seen, have you guys seen it? What?
No.
Are you what?
I've seen Amelie. Amelie's
I've seen
gorgeous.
Amelie. Yes.
Dude, City of the Lost Children is super fucked up and dark and weird. It's about they steal children's dreams to
Cool.
power this
I'm in.
machine. It's fucking great. It's his usual cast. It's like Ron Perlman and
Yeah.
like all those, his cast of characters.
Speaking of not seeing movies, Ram actually has on DVD Brotherhood of the Wolf. So Ram, if you're willing to let us borrow it, I would love to
Right.
borrow
Do
your
it.
DVD.
Wait, I think I have it on DVD too.
Okay.
Right.
BJ said he really enjoyed Resurrection. The cast is amazing. That's the one Fincher directed, and he enjoyed
Yes.
Fincher directed 3. David Fincher directed 3.
Yes. Oh.
Resurrection, you just said, is the French
No.
director.
Yeah, that's
that's
the French
French
one.
director.
I got confused. Yes.
Yes.
But the third one, I think it is just called Alien 3, right?
Alien
Yeah,
3.
Alien 3.
David Fincher.
Watch the director's cut. Don't watch the theatrical release. It doesn't make any sense. The director's cut, he made it analogous. 2 glasses of wine, guys.
Right.
And analogous.
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
Metaphorical?
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
To the Christ story. And
Oh.
the studio actually made him cut all that stuff out, and it doesn't make sense unless you have it in there. So watch it with the directors. Watch the director's cut.
100%. Always, if there is a director's cut, watch that over the other, which Batman vs Superman.
Right.
Yeah.
Which we did for Alien this time. We watched the director's
Yes.
cut and then we watched the special edition of Alien.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was
Good.
such a great. Again, watching it as an adult who has so many opinions about how women are treated in film, it was so great to see this 1978 movie where repeatedly, like you said, she's not hysterical. The very first scene where they come back and he's got the face hugger on him,
And she's like, "Don't let him
she's
in."
like, that's not our rules literally say we can't let him in. That seems like a bad idea. Let's not do that. And they're like,
Right.
but we're gonna let him in. And she's
That's
like,
an
no,
order.
but like
Yeah.
we're not gonna do that. Like that's
Well,
a terrible idea.
They
And
do.
living in the age of quarantine, like right now, it's like, listen to her.
Right. It's like this is listen to what she's saying, and it repeatedly goes where she's just like, but like this is why that's a bad idea, and she doesn't ever say it in a raised voice. She
Mm-mm.
doesn't ever get hysterical. She just says, "Here is my reason why that's a bad idea." And then even in Aliens, they bring her on as an expert. And she's like, as the expert, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this is why this is a terrible idea. And they're like, okay, but I'm not going to listen to you. And the only one who listens is Kyle Reese. And I'm like, well, Kyle Reese has already lived through the Terminator series, so he knows. And really, I told Matt, I was like, I don't know how I feel about any of these characters other than Sigourney Weaver when watching Aliens as an adult. And then I look up, I was like, but that guy looks familiar. I mean, obviously, Bill Paxton whatever. We all know Game Over. It was great.
Right, Game
Yeah.
Over, man.
Game
Yeah.
Over, man. And I just kept waiting for the line the whole time. But as somebody who works at the draft house when Bill Paxton died, my entire thing was like, I'm just waiting for the Game Over, man, because we played that everywhere before every movie. But I'm watching the movie and I was like, but this guy, I feel like I trust him and I don't know why. And I Googled who the actor was and I was like, oh, he's Kyle Reese. That's why I trust him, because my brain goes back to
Your
Terminator. My
love.
Terminator
Your
brain is like, he must be the good
Well,
guy.
and they're all connected.
Yeah.
All those. We were actually gonna do a watch and do all the Terminators and all the aliens and the Predators and watch them in order.
Call me. I'll be up.
We'll do it.
It'll
take 14 days.
Right.
To watch all of them.
Call me.
We'll do it.
I'm here for you. I will come in as your Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And
I know.
really,
I'm gonna have
after
to
that, it's
actually
really like
watch it.
Terminator and Aliens and Predator.
Right.
Yeah. And apparently, Blade Runner is in there too.
Okay.
That's tied in
Because
there
Ridley
somehow.
Scott, sure.
Right, Ridley Scott.
But I wouldn't
There's
even put
something.
Alien with those.
Right,
movies.
it's just like Alien. It's the
Like-
James Cameron one.
Yeah,
at that
because
point.
if I want to think
Yeah,
about it, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Terminator and Aliens and Predator 2 kind of go
Mhm.
together in the same way that The Shining and Alien go together.
Mhm.
Because The Shining and Alien are like hand in hand, except one's in space and one's in a desolate
Yeah.
house.
And you really do see the
Yeah,
same thing.
I
You
can
see
see
the
that.
mental breakdown of like
Mental
being
breakdown.
in this spot and not knowing what it is that's affecting you. You
Yes.
see that in Alien. And that's what Aliens is missing, is because it is so many monsters at one time, they don't have the ability to have the mental breakdown of just the idea of being in space and do we trust the people. It's not even
Right.
about do I
You
trust
get, I'm
the people.
freaking out, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's it.
Who put her in charge?
Right.
You get to you're already at
love
the comedy of movies
Mhm.
at that point. You're already
Mhm.
at, we have to have the comic relief. There is not really a comic relief in Alien. Alien is like, who do I trust? Do I trust
Yes.
the human? Do I trust the robot? Do I trust the alien? Do I trust
Never
the
trust
woman?
the robot.
Right. And that's what we learn, is that even when the robot is supposed to be programmed to be for humans, in Alien, we see that like this robot is untrustworthy.
It has an objective.
It has an objective, and they can program a robot to have any objective, and to the point, like, that's even where we see, like, in comic book form, that's where we see Black Widow a lot. She's programmed to have an objective, essentially, and you get that same kind of thing where it's like, my mission is this. It doesn't matter what your mission is. I'm trained to have this mission, and a robot is literally programmed. I have this mission, and in Alien, we see these are all the bad things that are happening, and it's like, yeah, but my mission that I'm programmed to do is this, and it doesn't matter. If everybody's dying, doesn't matter. I still have this mission,
Yeah.
and now as a human, you're in my way of my mission,
Yep.
and so therefore you are not safe.
Yeah.
And it's such a great thing, because while you're sitting there like worried about whether or not the humans are going to survive, then you find out that there's a robot on board who's programmed to no matter what do this thing, and it's like, when do I care about the humans versus my mission, and will we ever care about that? And I guess you brought up that this came out, this is 79, and that's 2 years after Star Wars came out, and nobody talks about this in the same capacity that we do with Star Wars. We always talk about Star Wars and like, oh my god, like even that 70s show. On that 70s show, they went and saw Star Wars. It was a huge thing on that 70s show where Eric had not moved past like Star Wars ever again, and Smokey and the Bandit ever again. Why didn't they go see Alien on that 70s show? It's a Fox show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, like, so I actually didn't see Alien until I was in high school. I didn't grow up here.
Right.
So I didn't see, like, any, like, movies in theaters and stuff when I was a kid. So I actually, when I was younger, like, I thought Alien was, like, this really scary horror movie. So I didn't see it until high school, and I was like, what the fuck? Why would I miss this for my entire life? Also, probably too young to watch it, because it is very dark and very scary, for kids. But I think that's why, because I think that it broke all those boundaries. I mean, Star Wars is a kid's franchise,
In the end of the day, yeah.
It is, I mean, it's kind of like an all ages, like the entire franchise is all ages. And, Alien was very distinctly a horror movie, a haunted house movie in space, and it's really dark, it's really violent, it's really bleak, it's very art housey. I mean, it's not tailored it's tailored to a very specific group of people.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's why. And it did well. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, it did well enough to spark this entire franchise that is still going. But you know, I think that it just didn't have that thing that Star Wars did because you couldn't take your kids to it.
Right. And we talk about that now because there's a lot of movies that come out now, and there will be, even when Birds of Prey came out, and everybody at the same time one of the kids' movies came out, and I can't remember which one it was, and everybody was like, "Oh well, Birds of Prey must have sucked because this other movie did better," and it's like, no, because for every adult that goes to see that kid movie, there's probably 2 kids, so
Yeah.
that's 3 tickets sold for even just 1 adult ticket sold.
Yeah,
right.
Whereas Birds of Prey had 1 adult ticket and also had a bunch of misogynistic men battling against it just because it was a woman-led movie
It
in
is
all capacity.
unbelievable. The movie is so good.
It's so good,
Thank you.
and
Thank
I'm
you.
so
It's
tired.
amazing.
Yes.
I cried.
Yeah, me
I
too.
cried.
The Black Canary thing made me
Oh my
cry
God.
because and Gail Simone said the same thing. Gail Simone, who wrote Birds of Prey, said I cried when it got to a certain scene, and when I was watching it, the whole time I was waiting for what made Gail Simone cry the whole time, and I was hosting it on the opening weekend at the Draft House, and I was there as Harley hosting it, and I was like, what made Gail the whole time? What made Gail cry? And then I was like, I know what it was because it gets up crying. It's so good.
It just, well, and like I didn't see it in the theater, so we bought it actually when it came out, and because we like to do movie night a couple nights a week, and we were watching it, and like halfway through the movie I just started crying, and Donnie's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "You don't understand. Like, I grew up reading comic books. I love comic books. I love superheroes. Like, I love all this shit. I have never seen myself represented, ever.
Yeah.
And like now this is like a whole movie about like women's superheroes
We never get
that doesn't have men in it
to be.
It's great.
We never get to be the action star either.
No,
And that
isn't connected to a man.
right. Like we had, like the MCU had Black Widow and it had Scarlet Witch, and neither of them actually. We don't, and whatever, call it legal rights or whatever. We never get to see Scarlet Witch fully unleash her power, and I have lots to say about that. And I'm not given enough time today to just talk about Scarlet Witch not getting to unleash her power in the MCU.
But
I
maybe
pray
in
we
the
get
show.
there because right. But for going into Birds of Prey, like you said, like it's not about men at all. It's not made for the male gaze. The whole, like, even the scene where the sprinklers are going off, we never see through Harley's clothes.
Mm-mm.
It's not about that. It's not about Harley dripping with wet and like it being this whole thing. Like, especially coming out of Suicide Squad. And that's all it was Harley was there to be pretty. And there's even comic creators who said, I wanted the Suicide Squad Harley because I liked that she was there for that reason. And I'm not going to name their names because I'm not here to trash comic creators that I've already trashed before. So I won't do that. But it's one of those things where, like, as a female who is in the comic industry, and you know this as well, it's not, it's still a boys club.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very much a boys club. Even being a fan of comics is still very much a boys club. There's articles constantly about how, why do women think they deserve a seat at the table, and this was telling the world, like, we don't need your table. We'll build our own,
Mm-hmm.
and our table is fucking better than your table.
Yeah,
because
and successful.
It's successful. It's wonderful, and for, like, shout out to Margot Robbie for just being like, you know what, I'm gonna make these movies, and I'm gonna put my money.
Kills it.
Right, I'll put my money down because these movies need to be made.
Yeah.
Because, and her whole thing being like, you know what, nobody's gonna make the Birds of Prey come in. Like, yeah, they don't go with Harley Quinn. She's like, I know that, I acknowledge that, and thank you, Amanda Connor, for saying, yeah, she does. Here's the comic. Now she goes with Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Amanda just literally turned around and was like, oh, I'll just give you
that. Yeah, Amanda and Jimmy are just like the biggest proponents of Harley obviously.
In general. Yeah. And I know you're friends with both of them, and they are definitely, they are always willing to, when you say, if you have something negative to say about Harley Quinn, Amanda and Jimmy will be like, well, here you go, we'll solve that problem, and we'll fix that. And I'm so glad that they did that for this issue, for that situation.
I watched it with you,
Yes.
and I like shed a tear, and I was like, if I had a daughter, like I would want.
That's what Donnie said too.
for
Yeah.
her. You know, I would want her to have a movie like this. I would want her to have a movie where there's not a love story.
I mean, there is a love story. It's a love story of Harley finding herself.
Yes.
Right.
And like finding her friends and like her friends coming together.
Not a romantic relationship with another person.
Yeah.
Love movie. It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
like finding yourself, finding other people, being together as friends, and having a group and taking things on. It's like that is so fucking cool. And I said that in every single dude who walks into this shop and says, "Oh yeah, that movie wasn't very great. I have to bite my tongue."
Yeah.
Like, and I bite it hard every time because I'm like.
And we, being girls and both successful girls, we've actually talked about this, is that one of the things is that so much of the world, not even just like Hollywood, but the world is that like women can't support each other. Like women have to, it's like, oh, you can be successful, but then I'm mad at you because you're more successful than me.
That was, yeah. I mean, sorry, I totally cut you off. That was like this idea that was perpetuated on us when we were younger. But now we're like, no, that's stupid. And like, you can see it with like us with like Joanne and stuff. It's like constantly building each other up. Like we have that birds of prey energy where it's like, I help you, you help me. We're successful. We're together. We're sisters. We're, you know, like we're a team. You know?
And having
Girl Dash.
Right. And having this where it's like, where you have this movie and Harley's like, wait, you're a badass? Dude, let's all be badasses together. And it's such a great thing because that's how it should be. Like, it's like, instead, like the whole movie spends, the first half of the movie tries to put all these women together, and then the women get in a room together and they're like, wait a second, you're mad at the same dude I'm mad at. Why am I mad at you? Wait, you're mad at that dude? Why am I mad at you? Okay, so the problem is the dude.
Yeah.
And I love that because
I remember you hitting me in your leg.
I'm like, see, they got it. They got it because the problem is not them. And that's the thing, is that every movie, every story, everything is always like, how can we put the women against each other? I mean, throughout the history of time. And this movie came out as like this big Hollywood blockbuster movie that was like, I'm against the idea of pitting women against each other. Let's have them come into that room and have that conversation. And then let's do it in the same capacity that we would do a Deadpool movie or any of those movies where it's like, you know what? Women can be the violent people.
Yeah.
Like, Harley Quinn can go into this room and beat the crap out of everybody. And they can all, like, they can have this big fight scene at the end, and the women can come out on top. And I love that because we don't get enough of the women just getting to be the badasses. And they had the same stunt coordinator as John Wick. And it's like, great, give us this.
I worked with those guys before.
Did you really?
They're amazing.
Doing what?
I believe it.
Movie stuff, and then movie things. My old manager at Circle of Confusion is now married to David, who directed John Wick 3, I think. So him and Chad. No, but you can tell because you can see their fight. We're watching all the John Wick movies again. You can tell their fight style in every movie. And like, because they shoot everything like really wide, because like they show off their stunts and they use people's bodies, which is what I loved about the fighting style of Harley in Birds of Prey. Because it's just like and actually all the women, they all had different fight styles, and like they're petite. I mean, Rob, what's her name? Margot Robbie. Whatever. I'm fucking brain dead. She's like smaller than we are, you know, but like she, you know, like using her momentum, like you believed it. I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm this like badass chick, and it's like, no, this woman can actually fucking hurt you.
Right, and land into people.
And she learns all those stunts herself because she wants it to be authentic. This shot from Suicide Squad where she runs up the side of the elevator and attacks the guy, that's actually Margot.
Right.
She didn't have a stunt coordinator because she was like, I want to do this. Like, Harley's a gymnast, Harley's a fighter, I want to be that.
Right. Teach me to do it.
Teach me to do it, and I'll do it. And we have, Juan said, all of the best heroes at Marvel are women. Like, look at this. Like, let's look at that. That's totally true. Like, women are definitely doing it. And Jack said, women are the future of comic art as well. Like, the very best and up-and-coming artists in the business are women, which, of course, we have one of them sitting right next to us. She's like, I make art.
Sorry, I'm getting texts. There's some stray cats in my house. right now.
Right, Donnie has accepted all of them as
So
part of
Megan, they're stray cats.
I leave him alone for like 2 hours, and now there's stray cats in my house.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait to meet these cats because
Well,
they'll
one of
still live
them's
there.
named
The next...
Dracula. Oh yeah, these
Right,
cats
he's
live
already
in-
named them.
Well, one of them I met earlier, and we named it Dracula, and now that one came with its sibling. Dracula came with his sibling named, and he named her Aria. So now,
Right.
he just texted me a picture of this cat in our hallway.
Oh my god, they are in
That's
the
not
house.
our cat.
No.
They're in the house.
Yeah,
how does
so-
Cordy
Yeah,
feel
he's
about
just
the
letting
fact
them
that
in.
Oh,
that
she's
Donnie
not
has
gonna
just
like
let
that.
other cats live
Did
in
they
the
get
house?
up to the balcony? Like, how does that?
I
Right.
don't,
Where did they come in from?
from
Probably
the front.
right from the front.
Yeah. So I should probably go. 'Cause
Yeah, soon. Yeah.
I'm gonna come home to 3 cats.
Right. You now
and a
have new
dog.
cats.
I have new cats now.
You have
Cordy's
new
on a
pets.
bookshelf hissing down.
Right,
Oh my
Cordy-
gosh, she's gonna hate
Cordy
this.
did not vote for this, and
No. Oh god. Okay.
Well, there's
Yes.
Alien. I guess check out Dark Horse's Alien screenplays.
It's really good
That's really good.
so far. I mean, 2 issues. And the art is stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Who's
really
the art
beautiful.
on it? Do you know?
Don't remember.
You don't remember.
No, I thought you guys would have a copy.
I
so
do.
didn't
I have
remember
copy
it.
number 2 for you. So hang on.
Shannon will
I
get
should have brought the other one because I read it.
that. Right.
I thought you read it.
I didn't read it.
Oh,
You took it.
whoops, sorry.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
fine. You should order more.
No, we
You should. They're really good.
I've been ordering them for you specifically.
Aw.
And
We're definitely. This is one that I'm gonna get a trade of and read the whole
Yeah, I think
thing as a screenplay.
I'm gonna do that for sure.
I don't even know how to say this person's name after.
Oh, gee.
Right, I'm gonna
Genius.
put that on you.
I'm dyslexic, dude. Gilherme Bilby.
Bilby? Yeah,
Bal-
like Balby?
You try it. I'm dyslexic. That
Right, I was like, that's a lot
I don't
of.
have my glasses on.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
it's
God.
up to me. It's
Hear,
Yeah.
hear me, Balbe.
Yeah,
Gilherme
Balby.
Bilby.
Hear
If
me,
you-
Balbe.
It's gorgeous. The
Right.
art is gorgeous.
The art is
That
amazing.
name is gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Hear me, Balbe.
Well, when you say it, not when I'm like, you're Bilbo.
Wow, this is
I'm
cool.
sorry.
It looks a lot like Far Sector's arts. Like in the same
Ooh,
sort of
yeah.
like
It does look very far
stylized.
So very,
Yeah, I put that up.
yeah, Jamal Campbell.
Oh wow, and it's updated too. They've
Mhm.
updated the
They
characters.
updated it, but you know,
bit.
like obviously the alien design is not
It's like totally shot.
what do you call it? It's not Geiger, you know, like they
Right.
did like straight up alien. Same with like the spaceships and stuff. It's kind of like straight up kind of like more sci-fi, like how it was originally written.
Right,
Before
so if you
Geiger and Mobius got involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you think that you're gonna get like a direct adaptation with Sigourney Weaver's
Yeah.
likeness, you're not gonna get that.
No.
That's cool. It
Yeah.
updates it.
Right, it's a little bit different.
It changed it. Well, Megan's gonna have to go, so let's like
Yeah, I have to
Blow
go
through.
figure out this cat situation.
right.
Right,
Jesus
do you have
Christ.
any? Do we have anything else? Just
We got some giveaways and like we can wrap it up in
Yeah.
10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
If that works for you.
right. We
Yeah.
can get Megan out of here before
just-
she has cats.
I
living
feel like
around.
I'm just gonna. There's gonna be more cats the longer I stay. So
Let's give away
Right.
that.
Right. Absolutely.
Because Megan is here.
How do you feel about that?
um
Can we give away a number 2?
yeah, of course. I don't give it all away. I don't give a shit.
Give it
Well, I mean,
away.
well, those are my
Those
personal
those are
copies.
ours.
So.
Oh well, don't.
We just
but I have
wanted to
to
bring
find
out
you one.
rock stars.
Right,
We're gonna
no,
give away
no.
Rock
This
Stars
Rock
number
Stars
2,
number 2 is
everybody.
one of the ones I handed down.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
With Miss Megan Hutchison on the art.
If you guys.
And I'll sign it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, thank you. If you guys have not read Rockstars, Megan did an extraordinary job on the art.
It's unbelievable.
Joe Harris as the writer, and
Thank you.
I like the hood ornament of the rock and roll guy playing the cross.
Yeah, he's playing an upside down cross.
Yeah. Was that your idea?
No.
No.
Well, we came
Art
up with
direction?
it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, let's come up with something cool. And I was like, upside down crucifixes because Satan. And then he
And-
was like, perfect.
Playing it as a guitar, and then
Yeah.
it like comes up as kind of a thematic device.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah.
if you don't know,
Like, I
Megan
want that.
also drew Matt in this comic before she ever met him.
Before I even met you.
Right. It's the
He
the
does look
resemblance is
so
striking.
much like
It's-
you.
it's weird, man.
We
It's
just
so
discovered
weird.
this today.
I know.
Matt discovered it when he read it, but
Yeah.
we just brought it up to Megan today, and it was
What
hilarious.
the hell, dude?
So,
Yeah, it's pretty. Let me see if I can find it.
oh my gosh.
Is it an
So-
issue
Is
one?
it an issue 1? I think it's
Is
an
it
issue
issue
1.
1? Or is it the opening of issue 2?
And you guys are gonna be like, no way, because my hair is totally not that long anymore.
Right, but if you've seen old pictures of Matt, you would know that this is definitely
The one I was thinking of.
Go ahead.
right.
I think it's an issue 2.
Which I think I have all of
That-
Dorothy's wardrobe, by the way.
Really?
I think I do.
I loved designing her wardrobe was so much fun for me.
I love it. I think you did a great job.
Oh, thank you. I had a lot of fun with her because we did kind of
Just
like
to
a.
show some panels
Right.
there.
We'll post
Susie,
pictures of Matt
Megan's
at
dad.
some point from when he had long hair because this is
It's
Megan
weird.
just drew Matt as one of the characters of Rockstars. And while they're looking that up, I guess
Maybe it's not in here.
I'm gonna ask the question.
So long ago.
Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin, whose house
I
did
have
Jimmy?
that page still.
There is a famous person made of magic, a magic person, magical person who
I have to give it to Joe.
whose house Jimmy Page bought. So whose house
It's
did
not
Jimmy
in this, I don't
Page
remember.
buy?
Whose house did Jimmy Page buy?
Yeah.
I thought it was Robert Plant. It's
No,
Jimmy
we
Page?
looked it up. It was
Yeah,
Jimmy
I
Page.
thought, yeah, that was my bad.
It was Jimmy Page that bought this house. It's a magical house.
Right.
It's great. Oh, well, BJ already got it. Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Bam.
Aleister Crowley's house.
Right.
So you get this copy of Rockstars 2, BJ, and Megan said she would sign that for you. So
Yeah.
Super cool.
yes,
Awesome.
I'm very excited. If you guys haven't read Rockstars, you need to. Issues 1 through 8 are available.
7. 8.
8.
Yes.
They
9
are
and
not
10.
available through Diamond though, so you have to hunt them down.
Yes.
Just gonna.
But we have announcements coming out.
What can you tell us?
Next summer.
Okay.
We have announcements coming next summer.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell
say.
you. Yes.
Future live stream.
Future
Yes.
information.
Yeah.
Information. All right. What do you got? You got the next
Cool.
thing?
Cool. $1 book club, really quick. We got $1 book club tomorrow night for Walking Dead #1.
Woo!
Join us on Zoom and chat about The Walking Dead with us. We're going to talk about the issue. I'm sure the show is going to come up, obviously. We've been doing our book clubs on Zoom these days because of COVID and keep everybody at home and safe. We all meet up. We all talk about the issue. We talk about what we like, what we don't like. Very collaborative community environment. If you don't like The Walking Dead, it's a great time to jump in and talk about something that you don't know about, you've never seen the show. Come chat with us. Even if you haven't read the issue, put it on like a podcast. It's fun. That said, let's give away. We are doing Fantastic Four number
257.
257 next
I
week.
made that number up. Is that
And
right?
we are going to give away this copy of it so that if you guys have a week to grab it. What is it?
It is 257. I nailed it.
Nailed it.
This is a big Galactus issue,
Yeah.
which of course is important because we've got Galactus as a huge part of Marvel Zombies Resurrected. We also have Galactus as a huge part of the current Thor run.
That Thor book.
That Thor book you guys have never heard of.
Yeah.
By some guy that nobody's ever heard of.
Are they talking about Thor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's trash. Don't read it. I'm just kidding.
Just don't take
No,
it.
it's actually like really, really good.
It's really good.
It's actually really good. It got Matt to like fantasy, so it
Yeah.
must be good.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a big
Wow.
fantasy guy.
Then-
And now I'm reading Thor and Wind. Right?
Right now he's
Okay.
doing Wind, which is
Okay.
also huge
Yeah.
fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah. I haven't read it, but yeah.
Oh man, you should
You
totally
need
check it out.
I know.
It's
unbelievable.
a
I know, I
Miyazaki
went
film
to.
by
Read one comic, win.
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
It's Tynan's Miyazaki film. It's
Okay.
really all it is.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I guess I have to ask you a question. That's what you're waiting
Yeah.
for. I was like, why isn't anybody getting this question?
Put that on the
Um,
trade cover. It's trash. Don't read it.
Yes, and yes, Wind is really good. I love it. I know you guys were like Empire, the gay book of the year earlier, but Wind is doing a great job of actually just showing all relationships and all forms of love as
Love is love.
just love,
Yes.
and it's wonderful. And it's not a part of the story element; it just is, and I love that. Question for this that has absolutely nothing to do with anything. Sandra Sod was just cast as Miss Marvel in Marvel's Avengers video game. What is Kamala Khan's first appearance? Kamala Khan's first appearance. What is it? You get this book if you get it right.
Absolutely. If you're not local, we'll ship it.
Right, we do ship, so you can still ask. I know as I'm like flipping it around, I just looked at how bad it looks on the thing. It's not really moving and as rough as like that looked like it was on the thing. There's a light right there that shines on it, so it makes
We
it
actually
look,
have copies of this issue in stock. We
right,
should
the
just give it
actual
away
issue.
the actual one.
The actual
Yeah, we
issue.
should just give away the actual
Right.
Right.
Kamala Khan, not Miss Marvel. I guess as
Right.
not as Miss Marvel, but
Right,
as Kamala Khan.
Khan.
I guess I should specify because you guys are all giving me Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel's first issue. I need Miss Kamala Khan as Kamala Khan's first wrestler. Yes, Juan, it is Captain Marvel number 14.
Bam.
That is correct, sir. Yeah, I was like, once I specify, I know you guys will all jump in on it because you guys are up to date on your Kamala Khan. I knew that was an easy question,
Right.
but I want you guys to join us for book club on Zoom on Monday nights at 8:30. So
We've got one of those dropping on our eBay page in the next week or so. Captain Marvel number 14.
yes,
So follow us on eBay. It's Hops A&D Heroes. Follow us on there and look us up. We got a bunch of cool stuff up there right now.
Yeah.
Like that telephone?
Right, not that telephone.
not that telephone. You can't buy
The
our
Spider-Man telephone. I'm gonna have to steal it. I'm
Right,
sorry,
we
guys.
might not have a telephone when we end this live stream
Yeah.
because Megan may steal it
We have a
because
Spider-Man telephone in the shop.
It's great. It sings. And he
thwips.
Thwips. Right.
He thwips. That's also a key issue that we almost bought one time and didn't, and we messed up.
Right, first appearance.
I thought we did. I was wrong. That's actually
Fucked
like
up.
listed on the internet, like as
It was
first
like
appearance of
it
Thwip.
was like, it was in really good condition.
Yeah.
Comic industry news is Megan Hutchison has a variant coming out
Yes.
on Tuesday.
Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is 8 p.m. our time for most of you guys watching it. We will not be doing anything. 616 Comics will have a pre-order available for Megan's Department of Truth cover. It is only limited to 500, so if you are planning on getting it, be there, be refreshing like it is a Mondo drop moment because this is going to be huge.
Right. We will be doing that.
We will be doing that. We will be refreshing so that we can get our copy. I believe it's $14.99 for that variant. So
it's a virgin variant.
It is. It's gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, it is probably the post underneath this one because we posted it earlier today.
And it's coming up. We're doing one more giveaway and then we're going to show it.
We're going to show it again
on the tiny TV.
And if you guys, yes, Cameron says the Spidey phone is amazing. That has nothing to do with comic industry news, but I agree.
I love the Spidey phone.
But yeah, please grab that variant on Tuesday, and then keep an eye out for the Lock and Key Sandman but the Lock and Key Sandman crossover variant that's coming out for the first issue coming out in the November time period. I think they figured out because it is in the next previous catalog.
IO is right now. If you guys want to get those IO orders in and get Megan's Sandman Lock and Key variant, now is the time. Order it through us. Hit us up.
Right. If you order for previous order and you prepay for your stuff coming out in November during the September IO previews event, you do save 15% off unless you're a subscriber, and then you get a subscriber discount added on to that. So now is a good time to prepay for that Megan variant coming out, and you can save. Do it. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Do it. And we'll give away one more thing.
Yeah.
Says Baby Yoda.
Last thing.
He forces you.
He like forces you to do it with his force power.
His force power. That's why it's called force power, right?
Right.
It
He
forces you
to do things. Right. You do not want to sell me death sticks.
Right.
I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. That's prequel knowledge for you guys, which none of you will acknowledge, but it's fine. It was also the kid that played Mouse in The Matrix is the kid that is trying to sell Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon the death sticks. Or not Qui-Gon, but Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin. Sorry, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin.
Why do you know that?
2. It is Mouse. It is Mouse from The Matrix trying to do those things.
The Matrix is cool.
I love The Matrix.
I had a friend who was obsessed with Mouse from The Matrix, and she was like, I only care about episode 2 of Star Wars because Mouse is in it. And I was like, that's a little hurtful because it's Star Wars, and I feel like you need to give it more time, but that's fair.
It's the worst movie ever made of all time, in my opinion.
It's very bad.
Next to Revenge of the Fallen Transformers. It's also really
At least that one's entertaining.
Right. They're right up there.
Hot takes.
But if
Hot
you need
takes.
to know how politics
Gladiator
work
remake.
in America, watch episode 2.
Right.
That's how politics work.
Right.
I always think of that Simpsons episode where they're like coming out of that movie on The Simpsons, and they're like, well, that was a lot of politics, and they like make the whole joke about literally that's all it was the politics of it.
It's boring.
And Gladiator.
And Gladiator. It is a lot of Gladiator.
Right. Saw Gladiator. It's like, we need to remake this.
But it looks like the same set, but CGI'd.
Right, which is cute that George Lucas is influenced a little bit by Ridley Scott.
When Ridley Scott was influenced a little by George Lucas.
By George Lucas with the ships and Alien. The flying over of the ship. Which we never talked about 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I wanted to make that a thing. That 2001: A Space Odyssey influenced Alien.
Right, there's literally
I
the
need
same
to see
music.
that again.
Yes.
But definitely like the pacing.
Pacing.
You
The all white.
yeah, the all white, which
The
I kind of feel like was
music.
like a thing in the 70s.
The
Right.
music was straight from it at one point.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's true. The design, you could tell he took like a lot of like the design and like kind of like the thematic,
Yeah.
you know, like
Nostromo
design of it.
has-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of it.
That's a good point. And like also the reflection of, you know, like the
Yes.
readouts on their faces
Yes.
was totally taken. See, I never thought about this before. You're right.
See,
Change.
another
Right.
great
And
start.
Hal, you have like the murder
Yes.
machine.
Hal and Mother.
Mother,
Oh my God.
very similar. Holy shit, dude.
Mm-hmm. 2001.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Damn.
Damn.
That's all he kept
Dropping
saying
knowledge.
the whole time while we're watching it. While I'm yelling about how
2001.
you should listen to women, he's like, okay, but 2001 Space Odyssey. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he
2001
said,
with women.
2001?
And
2001?
Haunted House. Right. And Cy brought up a good point in that conversation that in The Shining, we don't actually know that there's a ghost or not.
Right.
And it's
It
like,
could
is
all
there
be
a
in his
ghost
mind.
or could it be in his
Mhm.
mind, which is kind of cool. But in Alien, we actually know that there is a monster out there.
Mhm.
So you kind of have those two different dynamics of Haunted House movie, which
Yeah.
I think is a neat point.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, do you know that the villain is there or not?
Yeah. Huh.
Good question.
I
Good
like
point.
it.
Good
I like
point.
how they. I love that shit. I love like piecing all these things together. It's great. Oh, I like that. Okay.
What do we got?
I've got an
Speaking of
entire
Alien.
set
Yeah.
of Aliens comics. This is Aliens Genocide, and it's issues 1 through 4, which is the complete run. Once again from Dark Horse, because this
Can I
is
go
what Dark
pee
Horse
real
has.
quick?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna leave him here in my stud.
Right, baby Yoda will represent Megan in this moment.
Yeah.
But we are giving away issues 1 through 4 of this,
Yes.
and the question is actually not that hard. So
There's a beer cannon.
I don't know
That's
how
mine.
that happened.
That's from me.
I was trying to help you out. I don't know
Whoops.
where that came from. The question is super easy as well, because all of the questions tonight have been easy to make it super great for you guys. But what superhero was once a star quarterback at Gotham University?
What superhero was once a star quarterback at Gotham University?
Yeah, and I have a specific answer in mind, so if you're wrong, I'm not going to accept it.
This thing's weird. It has the weight of a child.
Let me see. Guys, this is all we're
Yes.
going to... Oh, it's weighted in the bot. Oh,
Right. Isn't that weird?
It is so weird. He's like beanbag heavy. Like
Yeah.
he's like Beanie Babies, how they have the like weight in their little
Uh-huh.
body. Not Cyborg, the other one, Rodney.
The other one.
The other person who also was, I guess I should say, in the future, if that's helpful. Not in
Right.
the now, but in the future. Look at this little baby Yoda. I feel like I'm playing with my
He's
cat
so
right
cute,
now.
right.
Like I'm like, it's my cat.
He's so cute.
He is so cute, this little child. He is. He's very weighted. If you've ever held a baby, I feel wrong not cradling his head right now,
Yes.
because
Yes. He's gonna grab the shiny objects off the counter.
he probably is. He might now. I see why Megan's like he's gonna force do everything, because I feel like he is really weighted like an actual baby.
He's an actual baby Yoda. She's
Yeah.
gonna have to seat buckle him in on the way home.
She probably will.
Right.
Mhm.
She just pulls out a car seat from nowhere, a little booster seat, strapping baby.
She already has it
She
like
already
ready to
has
go.
one. You guys got any more guesses? What was the question again?
Right. The question is, what superhero was the star quarterback at Gotham University in the future? I'm throwing that in so you guys know there was somebody else who actually also was also actually a football player and came back as a hero, and you have to keep it on mine because I'm
Okay.
what does that say?
Terry McGinnis.
No.
Nope.
Tom King loves to write him. I will throw that in there.
Ooh. That was.
That's a
Giveaway.
super
We
giveaway.
just give it away. As we're giving away these
Yes.
Aliens
Oh,
comics.
sorry. Thank you.
We were holding the child.
Wait,
Oh,
we were
no,
talking
good.
about how he actually feels
Do you
like.
want to sit next to your husband?
No, it's okay.
No, I see him all the time.
Right.
Right, no.
Oh, thank you. I was peeing the entire time.
Rooster? It's a
What?
rooster.
Rooster or what?
I
Did you
can't.
say rooster?
I
Did you
can't.
say booster?
I can't see the comments. They pop up. Where are you from?
I closed out of it, so that's why I was like, you had to be on top of the
your
comments.
comments are delayed.
Yeah, my comments are like non-existent
Mine
because I
only
went out of it.
lasts for a second.
So do you know who said that? Because they were probably right. Now I have to actually go to the actual thing.
Yes. It's
It
so
is
weird how he's rated.
He's very weirdly weighted.
Rated like a child.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
Guillermo, this is this. It
Bam.
goes to you. Yes, it was Booster Gold, and that's why I made a point
Cool.
to
What's
say.
up, Guillermo? Hope you're
Yeah.
doing well, man.
I'm glad you're here again. Yes, it was Booster Gold. Booster Gold was once a star quarterback for Gotham University in the future, and then he became, of course, a superhero who time travels and who Tom King loves to write. And most of you don't like to see what Tom King does with him. So,
Right.
if you read Heroes in Crisis, you're probably mad about it. I am not, but the rest of you are. So,
I've only heard rumors.
people are real mad about that series.
People are mad.
People are real mad.
Yeah.
Poor Tom King. Let me say this for the 1 millionth time on the internet. A creator does not owe you anything, nor should you threaten their lives because you are not happy with what they did. It is their story to tell. All comics are fan fiction. Those characters were probably created anywhere from 30 to 80 years ago.
Long time ago.
Even if they create a new character, then it is their character, so you really have no claim on that character. It's all fun. It's all literature. You're not trying to tap down Mary Shelley and like hate on her for what she did with the Frankenstein world and all of that. But you are doing that with modern people. Please stop.
Right, and eventually Brian Michael Bendis will be off Superman, and we'll get back to normal Superman. So just wait it out, everybody. No matter who your character is, just wait it out. It's fine.
Yes.
It's
And
all fan fiction.
please,
Fictional characters.
Please stop threatening the real life people who work on these things, because whether or not you like the fact that Catwoman and Batman did not actually get married does not mean that Tom King's life is in danger.
Or that it was Tom King's decision.
Right, because it definitely wasn't.
Right.
So let's not put that on the creators. They're trying to make the best story for you, but they're also trying to make the best story for them.
And they're trying to make AT&T happy. So just be with it, everybody, and we'll still be here for you.
Right.
Come get
Pay
your
your phone
comics.
bill.
Right, pay your phone bill. You know.
Or don't.
Or don't.
or don't.
They're fine. They
Whatever
don't.
it
They
is.
don't really need your money. But
Fictional characters, y'all.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly,
Right.
Juan. They're fictional
Right,
characters,
right.
but these people who create them and write them are real. And please just remember to be
Are
kind.
real.
She's not really here, guys. Please be kind and love them, and remember that they are humans, and they are just trying to tell the story that's on their heart, and it might not be the story that's on yours. But you know what? You still have time to write that one. So go write your own story if you're not happy with the ones the creators are writing for you.
And speaking of your own story, pre-order Department of Truth, new concept by James Tynion. Right.
Dude, it is good.
It's good.
Not that.
Right,
The book.
The book is good.
The
That
book is
good.
really good.
The art is also extraordinary on this cover. If you guys
It's fine.
haven't seen it, it's on our page. It's probably right
it's
underneath
cool. It's
it.
a thing.
No, I read the first issue. It's amazing. I have the second issue in my inbox that I'm going to read tomorrow. It's really, really good. I'm very excited about this series. So I think that it's going to do well, and you guys should read it. You guys are going to love it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
I'm super excited.
James Tynion fans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Martin Simmons' art is amazing. It's so perfectly suited to this. It's like perfect level of creepy.
Awesome.
It's great. It's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, very excited about it.
Is there anything else you can tell us to look forward to from you before you go?
I'm doing another variant cover for a book that was announced, but I can't tell you what it is.
Nice.
Good promo.
Keep a
Solid
lookout.
promo.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And then I'm almost done with the issue of the book that I am doing with Donnie that we haven't announced yet. What else? What else can I not tell you? I think that's it.
That's cool though. It's like under wraps, secret agent.
Yeah, I don't know when we're going to be announcing it yet. We're still trying to figure it out with, because like everyone's production schedules got mixed up because of coronavirus. So like we're still talking to Image about like when in the calendar year we're going to be releasing it. So probably like January, February, and then so we're probably going to announce next month, 2 months, I don't know.
there were teasers pre-COVID.
Of our book?
Yeah, you guys kind of leaked some stuff pre-COVID about what y'all were working on. But
Was I drunk texting again?
I don't know. You
Or
put some
tweeting?
stuff on Twitter.
On Twitter. You put some stuff on Twitter.
There was some stuff on Twitter that were teases a long time ago, like pre-COVID. But now that everything's got pushed back, so you might have an idea if you were following both of them on Twitter, which you should, and we can find you at BlackMArt on Twitter. BlackM underscore
art, yeah.
on Twitter. So if you aren't already following Megan, follow her on Twitter,
I
Facebook,
put up a lot of
Instagram,
pictures of my dog.
and Baby Yoda.
And now Baby Yoda. It's just going to be pictures of us going on adventures together. Just like...
And you could also follow along on all these things on the Devil's Advocates Facebook page. So if you're not already a member there, there's also on that page, there's Facebook groups that you can go in just to talk about spoilers. So there's a safe space on the internet just to talk about your theories and your spoilers on all of the things that both Johnny and Megan are working on. So that's a great way to like get involved in that. But if you don't follow Megan, you would have missed things like this because Megan released that today on her Instagram and that's kind of how, and Facebook. So.
Juan wants to know if you're doing any at-home cons.
No.
Nothing coming up.
No. Okay. What does that mean?
The con like you did earlier this year, you did the Mega Con or whatever it was.
Oh, those. I thought he meant because we were doing those live streams earlier this year, and I was like, I'm done with that. Maybe, probably. I don't know.
Okay.
Sure.
Good roundabout answer.
Follow her on Twitter.
That's
I don't know.
No.
What? We're friends on Twitter. I'll just tell you.
When they come
I don't
up,
know.
she'll tweet it and you'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not signed up for any shows right now, but probably New York. We're gonna have to do something. So
yeah.
I don't know yet. I don't know. Everything's so up in the air.
It's so hard to know.
It's just this year's just kind of been like a wash.
Yeah.
Just as far as like going and doing shows or announcing things, I mean, it's just been so weird. So
right. Labor Day tomorrow.
What does that mean?
Right.
It means I have to work either way.
I know.
And
It's Monday.
Right, in the summer. And we didn't get any summer blockbusters.
Right. So
that's true. That's really weird.
It's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah. That's
since
really
Jaws, guys. Since Jaws, we've had summer blockbusters.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first summer since Jaws that we have not had summer blockbusters. I don't know how I feel about it.
Right.
That is weird. Yeah.
I know. New Mutants is like
kind of there. We got to go see
at
it.
the end of summer.
Well, let's find a drive-in.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I'm exhausted.
I agree. 100%.
Let's get you the hell out of here.
Yes.
I have to go take care of 18 stray cats that now live in my house. So
the number is multiplying as we speak.
Right.
So,
well, Meg, thanks for joining
Thank you
us.
so
Thank
much
you for having me.
that.
Thank you for letting me derail your show.
It was great.
fun.
I loved it. You are welcome anytime, every time.
Be a serious regular. People are gonna be like, no, please get her off.
No, nobody would ever say that. You are always welcome, 100%.
Thanks.
To be on our
Well,
show.
I love you guys, obviously,
Love you too.
and thanks for having me. Yeah. Thank you for the wine.
Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you
for the beer.
teaching us to like wine.
Oh, I'm gonna teach you so much about wine.
I know. I can't wait. I've learned so much already during COVID, so I can't wait to learn more.
I'm gonna teach you about the maze next.
I don't know what that means, so I'm
You're
excited.
gonna love it. It's great. Yeah, no, thank you guys, and thank you for my baby Yoda.
Absolutely.
My one true love.
Sorry, Donnie.
Sorry, Donnie. He knows.
He does know.
Right.
He's like, I can't compete with baby Yoda.
I know you're gonna bring it home.
Be mad at us.
I'm just gonna be like, baby.
I'm gonna get a text from I'm gonna get a text from Donnie that's like, what the hell, Shannon?
I know. He's gonna be so mad at you guys.
I know.
You guys are in trouble.
I'm in so much trouble.
Absolute carnage.
I know. You guys gave him.
mouth.
You guys gave him an absolute carnage. That's really nice of you.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah. It's a boy. Thank you guys for watching. Join us next week. Same bat time, same bat place, and otherwise. Join us on book club tomorrow.
Yeah, 8:30 on Zoom. You'll put the link on our Facebook so you guys can follow along.
And pick up Megan's Department of Truth variant for issue number 1 on Tuesday at the616comics
or simplemanscomics.com.
Bam. You guys have a great night. See
Bye,
ya.
guys.
Bye.